participate in a Don and Mike Show contest? How about this? You or a member of your household can only win once for 60 days. You must comply with any age limitations for each contest. For complete contest rules, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the mighty WJFK, P.O. Box 3649, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thank you, and God bless.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Give me a second here. Hold on. We're all here. We're here. What the hell is that, Mike?
Someone has switched my microphone.
What?
How are you?
No, Mike can't use that one.
Why not? I think it sounds particularly good.
Put him on number 2. What the hell are they doing here? There you go. Hi, Buzz.
I think it sounds perfect. Hi.
Yeah, I did. Just go ahead and switch right now. Just unplug one and plug the other one in. What the hell? It's only the beginning to our radio show.
That microphone
It's my fault, Don. I should have paid attention. It's really my fault.
Not your fault, Mike.
I'm a little tired after the big game last night.
Hey, hats off to the parking crew at FedEx Field. More on that, and I do mean more on momentarily.
Good.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
How'd you enjoy that meeting with the lawyers today?
That's nice, isn't it? It's nice to know they're working for you.
Rob has a new nickname, Mumbles.
Oh, dear.
It was typical radio station infinity lawyer junk, and poor Rob's face was just so it was a conference call. And Rob's face was beet red.
With anger or embarrassment?
No, a combination of both.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, because they're yelling at us for stuff, and they're trying to figure out how stuff is done, and occasionally, the microphone's getting plugged in.
Yes.
There you go.
Hi.
Hey, hi, Mike.
There we go. Doesn't that sound better now?
There you go.
That sounds like
good.
you. So nice to be back.
There you go. And Robbie. Oh, hold on.
Number 2. Hi.
Hi.
Or just call me Matlock.
Rob, is that microphone working?
It could be working.
He gets the joke. You gotta love him though. He gets the joke.
Good job with
Even when it's putting himself down, he gets the joke.
Good job with the lawyers today, Rob.
Comedy mind. Wow. You know, I'll take a bad guy with the lawyers and a good comedy mind any day of the week.
I have for my friend Rob a free pair of underpants.
Rob, your cheeks were the tomato factor when it goes into your cheek. Rob tends to flush up when he gets stressed. Yeah. And man, today it was incredible. Will we know why?
And the thing is, Buzz, it's the typical infinity, whatever that thing is that we all had to sign saying that we won't, I don't know what it was, if it's the one saying that we won't watch porn on the internet,
right,
or that we won't get payola, or whatever. None of us ever signed any of the stuff. So we got to have a meeting.
We won't grow up. We will do what Peter tells us.
And it comes down, well, why didn't you sign it? Well, I didn't feel like, that's my answer. Yeah. I didn't feel like signing it.
Do you remember the people that told you so?
Probably. I'm not sure. Maybe no.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Hello? No. Yes. What? Probably. Okay.
It's nothing of any dire consequences. It was just funny that Rob was treating this thing as if he was on trial for his life when he's sitting there with his big Fred Flintstone Birkenstocks.
Yeah, really, I did not get into this business. If I wanted to deal with lawyers, I wouldn't have gotten this. Right. And I've got a problem with authority.
I know you do.
For me, it's like inherit the wind.
So, you all have signed these things now, or you're going to?
Probably.
Probably.
Well,
I don't remember.
We have to locate my copy.
Yeah. Nobody could take a while. Nobody could have predicted Rob's level of discomfort in this meeting today.
No.
It was truly enlightening. Wow.
As we went around the room, and it was who assigned whatever this release is, Okay, no, I didn't sign. Mike says, no, I didn't sign it. Get to Rob. Did you sign it?
Maybe, probably, I don't. Yes, no.
I don't. No, yes. I don't recall.
That's the best answer.
But see, the thing is, it's not like a courtroom thing. There people that are
could end up there.
No. How could? Well, it's infinity. Anything could end up there, but still, and that was part of my hesitancy to sign anything at this point. Not that I don't.
Oh boy.
Not that I don't trust Infinity Broadcasting.
Well, all I know is it meant we had to come in early today.
Yeah,
and that's something that I can't stand.
Good seeing you early, Mike.
I mean, I swear to God, I hate it more than anything else. Being around here where I have no mission. I have no mission. I mean, Don gets here early, Rob gets here early. They have things to do. They can do stuff. Me, You know what? I'm supposed to be here when that big clock on the wall says 3 o'clock Eastern Time.
But it was, you know what? It was a good day to get here early because we're all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Well, I brought some lunch, and I brought a couple of my Whoppers without buns. Good. And then,
Big Whopper.
And then got bored and totally blew the whole carbohydrate thing by eating a couple of Joe's candy bars.
And a lollipop.
And a lollipop. Yeah. I had a sugar. Well, that's because of last night. Because of the game.
Oh, because what is it that metabolizes into sugar?
Alcohol.
Does it?
Right.
Yeah, everybody was kind of enjoying the game until the Redskins lost last night.
Oh, hey, fellas.
Yes?
I'm only doing this because Beth Ann has to tape this, and I bet she's not taping right now. Don't forget, join us Friday. Pick the Pros with Rich Eisen. Brought to you by Tower Records, Tower.com. Nobody has a bigger selection of the music and movies you love. Watch Rich Eisen on NFL Total Access. That's tonight at 7 Eastern and 6 Central on the NFL Network.
Are you reading that because you had to sign a thing?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, that's part of the reason I'm reading that now to get to get it out of the way.
So, and that's his music, right? That he plays on his show.
Yeah, that's the Rich Eisen music.
Good.
It could also be our lawyer music. And now here they are. They come with over 300 billable hours this month. We cheat him and how.
It was great, though, because the lawyers were actually James Spader and William Shatner.
Wow, cool. Emmy winners both.
From Boston Legal.
Let me say hello.
Well, hello.
Hello. This is Michael Scott Shannon.
And I am the one and only Milburn Drysdale, president of the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills and close personal friend to Granny.
Grandmama. Let me say, it is a good-looking 2 for Tuesday.
Wonderful.
And we don't have groaners today. We do have jokes.
Real jokes.
Actual jokes written for DJs.
Let's give them a try.
You can now, you can now get a wedding cake made with Hostess Ho-Hos. In a related story, Reuben Studdard announced he's engaged.
Wow. That should be a groaner.
Ouch.
That's the worst joke I've ever heard.
Hello. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
This one might be.
Okay, let's try another one.
A 20-year-old woman died after an alligator bit off her arm during a late-night swim.
That's true.
In Florida. After 4 hurricanes missed her, God apparently opted for the more direct approach.
Wow.
And then from this DJ joke sheet that we still get.
Free,
yeah, I should point that out, free. This one is the bad taste joke, and it says, shame on you. So just be prepared. Now
we're laughing.
Be prepared, be ready for some shock jockery.
Right. You've given everyone a warning.
A bus in Greece carrying nearly 40 students and 4 teachers was struck by a truck while on the way to the Paralympic Games for disabled athletes. 7 children were killed, and the rest were lucky enough just to be turned into competitors.
Careful.
Hey, now.
That's the one.
Hey, now.
That's the one that says, shame on you. I just read them, everybody.
Get retarded.
Yeah, okay.
In here.
I think we did.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hello.
Everybody, get into it. Get stoked. Get retarded. Get retarded.
Call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
You're retarded in here.
Based on a true story, he was a neo-Nazi with one true enemy. Himself. A man of faith, and a soul torn apart. Viewer discretion advised.
How have you been?
How's you been? Oh, Fiji.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Perry Mason and all the ship at sea.
I don't recall.
Here they are, ready to celebrate National Delousing Day. Don Geronimo, Mike Camara.
Yeah. And hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello.
Show, new episode on this Tuesday. Tuesday, 0928. By the time this right on the time code 04.
Hi, John and Mike. Buzz Burbank here.
That's close. Almost tighter than a nun. So hi and welcome to the show.
Here we are.
Thank you for listening, everybody. Here's the phone number from anywhere in America, 877-365-3636 from Canada or Mexico, 800-636-1067, and Washington, D.C. on WJFK FM 202-432-1067. You know what I would like to do first thing is place a follow-up call from last week's episode.
Traffic.
Hello, Lotta?
Yes.
John Lotta?
Yes.
Hey, Lotta! J-La! J-La!
Hey, guys.
Hi there, it's Joan Lotta, you know, the nice lady that works in the bowels of the radio station.
Sweatshop.
Last week we gave her 30 pounds of cheese for her birthday because the average American eats 30 pounds of cheese a year.
So we gave her a year's supply of cheese.
Joan, I'd like to know how much is gone.
Well, let's see. I was able to pawn 5 pounds off to my daughter in Richmond.
Wonderful.
I thought that was pretty clever of me.
Nice.
And about 2.5 to 3 pounds so far.
So you're still looking at well over 20 pounds of cheese.
Yes. We're thinking of having a very large neighborhood-wide fondue party soon.
I can't thank you enough for providing me with some of those delightful mozzarella balls.
Well, Mike, you're entirely welcome.
Thank you.
Well, J-La, you know, that's the great thing about giving someone 30 pounds of cheese for their birthday. It's that it's not like a gift that they'll forget about in days.
No, it'll
be
forget
with
about it. You'll smell it.
It keeps giving.
Oh, yes. Oh, for sure.
It'll be with you for quite a while.
Much of that cheese is actually improving in flavor each and every day.
Oh, really?
Sure. Like a fine cheddar?
If you age it, yes.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Have you a cheese locker?
Do I have a cheese locker?
Yeah.
No, I just have 3/4 of a refrigerator full of cheese, so I guess that's my cheese locker.
Well, Christmas is just around the corner. That's right.
Ho, ho. All right, well, again, we're down to about, if I just was to keep track of this and call you every week or so, you're down to about, 24 pounds of cheese?
Yeah, probably about 24 pounds.
About 24 pounds. Okay, all right. Thank you, J-La.
Keep up the
You're
good
welcome.
work.
Thank you all.
J-La!
Bye-bye.
J-La! Hey, J-La, do you and Robbie Gomez even have a window back there in your office?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You do have a window?
We do have a window, yes.
Well, then you can probably throw cheese to people on the street.
If we could get it open, we could.
Oh, yeah, no fresh air back
No
there.
fresh air.
Well, that's solved with a brick.
Well, that's to keep them from jumping.
No, but pretty soon I'm going to start feeding the dog cheese, so.
There you go. Oh, that's always nice.
Dog love cheese.
Oh, yes.
Okay, bye, J-La.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There she is. She's a nice lady that works here. And,
Yeah.
and as you heard, down to 24 pounds of cheese.
Yeah, and we used to feed the dog cheese to bind the dog up.
Right,
when
right.
the dog had stomach distress.
But dogs love cheese.
They love cheese, but they also cheese has a binding effect.
Sure does.
You know, Monday Night Football, it is a Snyderific experience going to a game here in D.C. I don't know how it is. We're fortunate enough to broadcast a regional coast-to-coast show to many towns that have NFL cities.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure each town has its own traffic problem getting to the stadium, so I don't want to bore you with something that probably happens on a regular basis.
Well,
however,
can I just say before you start with this, last year when you took me, I believe, to opening night on a Thursday night, wasn't it a Thursday night game?
yep, against the Jets.
You took me to that game, and as much as I appreciated that, and as much as I said, hey, this is the NFL, it's great, I said to myself, this is probably the last time that I will enjoy the experience that is FedEx Field here in Washington, D.C.
Here is the problem. It's Monday Night Football. It's the Redskins and the Cowboys. And listen, I'm sorry to say this on the Redskins flagship, but as predicted here, they did lose to Dallas last night. But anyway, it was a great game. And
they almost came back and got it.
And they've got like 90,000 people now in the stadium. 93,000.
Wow.
Here's the problem. The parking is built for 65,000. Oops. And even though they're now putting people all the way across the Beltway in shopping center parking lots and making them pay to take buses to the stadium.
Of course.
As I left the game early, shock, incidentally, first quarter not over till like after 10 o'clock last night.
Right.
With all those challenges, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm beating my hasty retreat once I figure out what's happening with the game. And a lot of people are, because it's starting to rain and it's after midnight and the first half is done. And I was one of the lucky ones. I get to the parking lot and there are people walking around saying, "Do you work?" for FedEx Field. And, I said, no. I said, why? She said, everybody's parked in. Everybody's parked in. Once the game was on, they just let people park anywhere. Oh. And as I started walking through the parking lot, I noticed that these orderly rows of cars, if you were inside one of these rows where you thought it would be a normal parking spot on any normal day, not a chance you're going anywhere, because there are cars.
You have actually the lines and things like that?
Yes, and the cars are parked between the lines.
And then cars are parked on the outside?
Yes.
Sealing them in?
Correct.
Ooh. Jesus.
And the cars that are parked sealing them in, the only way, they're all front in, and they're all facing a dead end. So all of the cars that have been double parked to stack the people in, each of those cars is going to have to be backed out of this gigantic stretch. And this was happening all over the stadium. So what I did was, it took me about 20 minutes. It's like parallel parking. It's that deal where you go back half an inch and you crank the wheels one way, and meanwhile my sensor alarm is going, I'm looking in the rearview mirror, sure I'm going to crunch this car behind me. Anyway, so
they're doing this basically because they've oversold,
of course,
the parking lot. I mean, these are special lots that people have paid for. Right?
Yes, that's right. Paid a big premium on top of the premium we pay for the seats.
It's amazing that he gets away with it.
Snyderrific.
Yeah, so, as it turns out, my color is orange, which is also the color of parts of my body. Normally, I pull into the stadium, I go to the orange lot.
I always thought that was discolored.
I got to know, it's a long story, Mike. I'm getting shots.
Yes, I understand.
I get there, and I'm ready to pull into the orange section, and she says, oh, baby, this is full. You just got to keep going straight. I said, where am I supposed to park? I'm not sure, baby, but you can't park here because this lot is full. I said, well, I pay for orange parking. She said, babe, and she could not have been nicer. Baby, I can't repeat the language, and I don't want to say, she said, baby, this is one up situation. I've never seen it like this. Wow. She said, just keep going straight. So, kept going straight, found the spot, and when I came out of the stadium, I don't know how you people... I can't imagine wanting to leave and not being able to move your car. So I have finally managed to weasel my car out. I'm getting to the point of this. And as I'm doing this, very carefully trying not to, because there are cars really within an inch of mine. And as I'm very, very carefully doing this, some drunk moron who's not even gone into the game is just sitting in the back part of his minivan, says to me, hey, nice driving. And he's about 5 cars away.
That's just what you need.
And I roll down the window and I go, excuse me? And he goes, I said nice driving. I said, you got something you want to say to me? And he said, yeah. Do you want my autograph? I started to laugh like that drunk ass that he was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So what I did was I continued to just do this little pull forward an inch, move back an inch. It's impossible for me to describe how tough it was to get my car out of this mess. But once I got the car out of the mess, I could still hear roughly 30 cars away, I could still hear this idiot cackling.
Oh, boy.
And now, he wasn't cackling at me.
Was your car in a position where you could have run him down?
Well, what I did was I came all the way around, and he was in front of one of the areas where cars were not blocked. Why is it a guy that's drunk, not even in the stadium, could get into his car and leave if he wants to? He should be one of the guys that's blocked in. So
Did you say he was in the back of a minivan?
Yeah.
No, there you go.
Minivan. And I never do this because I've never been in a fight in my life. I'm not what I appear on the radio. I'm just.
You're not a fighter by nature in real life.
None of us are.
No. I'm not Well, Mike.
Anymore. A million years ago.
Yeah.
A million years ago, I'd take one to give two.
I'm not confrontational, but what I do is I pull my car up to where this drunk guy is. And I'm not kidding. 20 minutes later, I come rolling up. And before I get out of the car, I want to size him up.
Yeah.
He's a college kid, and he's so bombed, he doesn't know up from down.
He knows not what he's saying.
So I get out of my car, and I walk up to him, I go, hi, can I help you with something? And the guy looks at me and he says, yeah, did you want my autograph or not? And I said, what is your problem? And he said, man, your team's getting killed in there.
Oh, no.
And I said, dude, what are you doing?
Why was he outside?
That's what I said. I said, you're yelling at me about me moving my car. He said, I wasn't yelling, I was just noticing. I said, how come you're not inside? I said, I'm leaving. People are leaving. Have you been in? I sold my ticket. I sold my ticket for $300, and then I bet some guy $200. He gave me $2.50. Do you want my autograph? And at that point, I couldn't.
So he was celebrating his fortune.
I could not even get mad at him. I just said, I think as people continue to come out of the stadium and find that they can't move their cars, you probably shouldn't be yelling at them, good driving. He said, oh, all right, man, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try.
Well, he had $300 with a chance to get $500 very shortly.
That's right. Oh, and here you go. Here's someone who's still... So, everybody has traffic. This is what I tell Mike, and you are welcome to say this to me in reverse. Like when you run into something at a mall and I say to you, this is what people go through every day. Mm-hmm. I don't doubt that this is what people go through at their various
When you're lecturing me on being more understanding.
Yes.
When you'll say, you just have to deal with these situations.
But at least I'm cognizant. I'm aware of the fact I'm doing it, so go ahead and give it to me. But I'm telling you that this stadium is the most screwed up stadium.
Can I look? I'm sorry to say this, but I've been to stadiums all over the country, and I've been to football, baseball, hockey events. I've been to a lot of sporting events in my young life. And the thing is, this is not a good experience. It's not just the parking. It's the lines for the concessions. It's the inability, if you've been sitting in traffic for 4 hours and perhaps having a beverage or two, whether it's a Diet Coke or you're in a Winnebago having a beer, and you get to the stadium and you have to wait in line to get through those gates, and you have no facilities to go to the bathroom. He doesn't even provide those for people.
All I know is that the parking issue is this. Stadium has parking for 65,000 people. Mm-hmm. Since he's bought the stadium, he's added 35,000 seats.
But no parking.
He's not added the parking. And from what I could tell...
But it's also, isn't it blocked off into the haves and the have-nots?
And Mike, here's Mike...
And the Titanic class system over there?
And Mike, this is my problem. I'm one of the haves.
Yeah, but your haves are not the greatest parking places in the world.
I'm an orange, and I got moved, I believe, to the blues. I'm an orange, goddammit. I know I'm not blue. And I'm not red, which are the best colors to have.
Haven't we had this discussion on the air and spoken to people from other NFL cities where they actually have, surprise, parking that is on a first-come, first-served basis?
I don't know.
I think there are certain stadiums in the country
but we have the best prices.
There's a guy named James. James?
Go on, Mike.
Anyway, it's the worst game day experience. It really is. And I love Joe Gibbs. I hate Snyder, but I love Joe Gibbs.
Right.
And it's got to drive Joe Gibbs mad. You want to know why the Redskins are losing? I'll tell you why. Because you can't get anything going in that goddamn stadium when the Redskins, and for instance, Clinton Portis, when Clinton Portis makes a great run, and the crowd is energized.
Yeah, they're excited.
And they go to a television break. I know that has to happen during the game. Mm-hmm. Here, Snyder, are you listening to me right now? Get up on your stool and listen to the radio. And I mean that. Get up on your stool.
Sit on your phone book.
Here's the deal. What you do is you play like NFL music, or you play something to get people going. Mm-hmm. You know what you don't do? You don't play a commercial that comes this loud through the system. Hey, Redskins fans, have you noticed that at Papa John's, we'll give you 20 cents off every pizza for every extra point the Redskins score?
Thereby silencing the 12th man.
And not only that, I mentioned this before.
Meanwhile, you're in and you paid your ticket.
It's like going to a movie theater. Imagine this. You're at a football game, and they're running the same commercials they run on TV. They're running in the stadium, and the volume is so loud that not only can you not discuss the game with anybody or get excited, everybody is silent because all you hear is the gigantic voice, God is my witness, of whatever product it is he's whoring out at the moment. And I'm all for that. I'm all for capitalism. Sure. Make the most money you can, whore the stadium out, but just make the game day experience better and fix the friggin' parking. Jesus.
Don, it might even be Green Bay. You would know better than I. Isn't Green Bay kind of a first come, first served kind of a college thing?
No, well, we have some calls from Green Bay.
Because that's where I thought we got the calls.
I don't know. Hold on. Here's a guy named James. I'm going on about this, but there are people. This was a Monday night game.
You take some of those jersey walls out of that situation. You take the dividers out of those parking lots, and you let everybody just do a first come, first serve thing. You've solved your parking problem.
Yep. Here's the thing.
You can't maximize your profits that way.
This guy Snyder has got more money, seriously, than I've got boogers in my head for my entire life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's got money on top of money.
What a lovely analogy that was.
Well, I was just trying to think, what's something that I've got a lifetime supply of?
Well, he's supposed to be buying something else. What's he going to buy into now? There's some other big thing that he's buying into.
Here's what you should do, my little friend, Danny O'Day. Here's what you should do, my ventriloquist dummy friend.
He wants to buy Six Flags.
Great. You know what you should do? Tear it down and build it into a giant parking lot.
Right.
And allow the fans of the Redskins to park there. It's all Snyder. It's all Snyder all the time. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
I'm going on. And James is on the telephone. I know, and now people are saying, well, don't go. Well, I can't help it. I love football.
Right.
I just hate Snyder.
Love football?
I just hate it. You know, there's no subway to get there.
If you love the sport, you'll endure, and that's what he's got. He's got he's got people who love the Redskins and love the experience, and they will endure whatever he throws their way because they love the game, and it's unfortunate.
And you know, you read in the newspaper today, one of these asses in the Post wrote a column like, some fans had the audacity to leave after midnight. Well, leave after midnight, right? Because if you don't leave after midnight, you're looking at getting home. My neighbor got home at 4 a.m.
Wow.
He left his house last night at 5 p.m. for a 9 o'clock kickoff. He stayed till the end of the game, had to wait an hour and a half for traffic, then it took him an hour to get home. He left his house at 5 p.m. and arrived back at 4 a.m.
Now, there's a good fan.
And he had to pay for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, James.
Oh, sorry. Move out the way. Hey, Don, I'm still in the goddamn FedEx parking lot. Got a message for you, Dan Snyder. You know what that means? Jack.
Get out of here. All right, here's the guy from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tom?
Yeah, how's it going, Don?
Hey, Tom. Hi, Tom in Green Bay. What's up?
Not much. You know, I don't know if you've ever been to a Packer game in Wisconsin, but after the game is done, they stop serving beer third quarter, and then everybody goes out in the parking lot and boozes it up for about 2 hours. So maybe that would solve your problem.
Well, you know, I don't think it's not a liquor thing. It's not a.
It's always a liquor thing, Don.
Liquor. It's not a liquor thing. It's a problem with, as Mike said, maximizing profit.
Right.
You know, squeezing every possible cent you can out of every inch.
I just remember going to certain college games and certain games, maybe even when the New York Giants were playing when I was back home at Yale Bowl up in New Haven, Connecticut, where we get there and the early bird gets the worm. And, that's just the way it goes. And I think that's the way it ought to be for every sporting event. You ought to be able to get premier parking if you get there early. If you said, hey, I work late, I'm not going to be able to... Well, that's just unfortunate.
Hello, John? I don't know if I agree with that, but I just know our situation's screwed up. John?
Like on a Sunday, for example, if you had the day off on a Sunday and you go to a football game, if it was first come, first serve, one flat fee, like a flat tax, everybody pays a certain amount for parking. The people that get there at 8 o'clock in the morning are going to get the great parking. And then they have to sit there and hang out.
I don't know if I'd be for that. I kind of like paying extra for my parking to make sure that I'm not there with the riffraff.
I understand.
But for goodness sake, when my orange turns blue,
right?
What are you doing? Because blue's one step away from parking at the Cap Center, for God's sake.
Well, you paid for your orange parking, and then they froze you out of the parking lot.
Right. Hello, John.
Don.
Yeah.
You are a good football fan because you said before, now people are saying don't go, and you said, what can I do? I love the game.
Yeah, of course.
But I was going to say, if you boycott it, we don't go to the football games, maybe they'll figure out the...
No, they won't. Listen, here's the problem. It's, it's like drugs. And really it is. It's so great. Football is the best drug ever. I'm already now looking forward to the games this weekend. And going to a Monday night game and the energy that's there, and the energy that Snyder's able to sap out of it.
Can I say one thing about football? Can I say one thing about football?
What?
I'd like to congratulate the Boston Red Sox on clinching the wild card, and also make this statement that I am not prepared to concede because, of course, the bet continues by hanging on by a thread.
No, I agree.
But it was nice to see champagne in the Red Sox locker room last night.
I did the research on this, and as the guy said, if the Red Sox win every single game,
right,
and the Yankees lose every single game, you're still going to lose the bet. but
only by half a game.
But your team has the chance to win. So why?
Well, no. I think mathematically.
No, hold on.
How many games are left?
I think where we left it yesterday, that there really is a mathematical chance.
There's a mathematical chance I could win the bet.
All right, hold on a second. The Red Sox are 3 games out, and there are 6 games left.
Yes, so if the Red Sox won all their games and the Yankees, then they would finish 2 games in front of the Yankees. I think. Let's do the math. It's simple math. Where's where's probably? well, you do the math. This is easy math. I'm a moron when it comes to math.
It's 100% guaranteed they're not going to make it.
But here you go.
You mean
look at the paper and look at the schedule, then figure it out, Rob.
All right, there's 6 games left.
6 games left.
Yeah, but I don't know how many with who.
The Red Sox conceivably could finish 3 games in front of the Yankees.
Hello, Jennifer, and then you'd win the bet.
No, I wouldn't think you bet if they finish 2 games in front.
Yeah, but 3 games in front, you'd really win the bet.
Really be sad. No, 2 games in front, I'd really win the bet.
Hello, Jennifer.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, you're on the air. Hi, honey.
Hi. I went to my first and last professional football game to see the Redskins at their last preseason game.
Yeah.
I spent 5 hours on the road to and from the game to see about 15 minutes of the game in person.
All right, let's get. Thank you, Jennifer. Here's a guy
good fan
in Kansas about the Chiefs game.
My thought is that yes, it's still quite possible because with 6 games, there are only 3 back. You could still win by 2.
Yep.
Easy.
So they have to win every game.
They have to win out, Don.
I think,
but am I the only
they have
one?
to match the Yankees, right? If they lose, the Yankees lose.
I think somebody will know it.
Here is Mike about the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike.
Yes, I was at the Chiefs game 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
There are literally hundreds of porta potties in that parking lot.
And that's the thing that they don't have at FedEx. Do you remember we went to that game on Thursday?
There's a couple of porta potties.
Hey, toilets
for 90,000 people. No,
with a line like 3/4 of a mile long to get it. I mean, it's insanity.
But how was the parking at the Chiefs game?
It's fine. There's a couple different levels, but the red parking is pretty much first come, first serve, and it's a huge parking lot. And they even have these big metal cases where you can dump your hot charcoals into so you don't burn up your neighbor's car when you're done barbecuing.
See, but here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. That space that they're using, say that you could, tailgaters could put their charcoal in. Mm-hmm. I imagine if you got all of the spaces around Arrowhead Stadium where they do that, and you eliminated that, you could probably squeeze in 3 or 4 more spots.
Make money.
See, that's the whole problem.
Learn from Snyder.
All right, how about David in Buffalo? David, what about at your stadium?
It's cheaply paid as you go.
What?
The closer you get, the more expensive it is. But the farther away you get, the cheaper it is. And when you're like extremely far, it's first come, first serve.
What are you talking about?
At Buffalo,
it's not making any sense.
The closer you, it sounds like the Redskins system. The closer you are to the stadium, the more the parking costs.
Expensive it is. But if you got to walk forever to get there, you're not paying.
Okay, then.
All right, thank you. Buffalo checking in.
Buffalo checking in.
Thanks for clearing that up.
It's cheaply paid, the thing paying.
There you go. Hello, Steve, Don and Mike show. Steve.
Yeah.
Hey.
I've got it for you. How to get the cars out of the aisle.
How to get the cars out of the aisle?
Yeah, you just key them.
Yeah, that's smart. That magically would make the cars all move. If I was to key all of the cars that had those people parked in.
They won't do it the next time.
No, you know what I think? What I think is...
Well, aren't they told to park there? They don't do it on purpose.
Exactly the point. I think that the idiots with the cones...
Yeah. Because the staff that he hires are people to manage the parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking yesterday about how bad security is at airports. The people who can get jobs screening bags at our nation's airports, get jobs working at FedEx Field in the parking. I'm positive that all of those people... We're all brought in with the airline cones, like, yeah, double park right here. That's cool.
You know, you should call Colette at the front desk. She's, the past 3 seasons, has worked as a parking attendant. So if there's any sort of policy that
she would know,
she would know it.
I don't want to put Colette on the spot.
She's not working there this year.
Oh, she's not? Hold on, here's an answer. First, here's Josh with an answer to the Yankees.
Josh!
The Yankees and Sox bet.
Hello, guys.
Oh, thank you, you said? She don't want to talk about it.
She's grateful.
She does not want to speak. Rob, go ask her if she's feeling pressure from Dan Snyder or somebody not to talk about how crappy it is.
What's the bet? What's the thing on the bet?
Here's Josh. Hi, Josh.
Hi, guys. Every time the Yankees lose the game between now and the end of the year,
Start again. Your phone drops out.
Please, every time
the Yankees lose, the Red Sox half of a game.
Hold on now, your phone.
You know what?
This is almost like Daddy said. Every time you hear an angel, every time you hear a bell, an angel gets his wings.
Right. Where are you calling? Are you speeding along in traffic because your phone
I just got a speeding ticket. Yes, I did.
All right, well, slow down and tell us one more time because your cell's breaking up.
The Boston Red Sox will gain a half a game every time they win. They will gain another half game every time the Yankees lose.
Yeah, I know that. You're telling me something I know already.
So
they have to win out all 6, and if the Yankees lose all 6, then the Reds indeed win by 3 games.
Yeah, okay.
All right, there you go. There's.
I wish I'd have said that.
So it's got to be, they got to win out, and the Yankees got to win.
They got to win at least 5 of 6.
Mike, can I say this?
Yeah.
They've got to run the table.
Well, no, they got to because they could win 5 of 6, and then if they lose and the Yankees lose, they would be 2 games in front.
So no concession yet today.
Right, too early.
Perhaps tomorrow.
Colette sends her best. Says, how have you been?
Yeah.
But she says she may someday like to go back to that job, so she declines comment.
Oh, she does not want to
She's
talk
just
about
taking
that.
a year off.
Taking a year off.
I can't tell you how great it was. I guess it was one time last year. I'm driving up with Frida. We're going to the game. And I said, God damn, that lady up there, she looks like Colette. That lady that's up there motioning people like to come into the stadium.
Impossible.
And we get closer and she goes, hey, baby, love. Colette, what are you doing here?
And she's there.
She's there.
Taking a year off this year, though.
She's there. Oh, we got to break because what's her name from American Idol is coming on.
Oh, the lovely Diana DeGarmo. Diana
DeGarmo. Red Sox. Oh, one more call. Here is George. George.
Hey, guys. I don't know whether to comment on Michael Buffer or the parking, but Rob could be Michael Buffer's twin brother with the way he introduces every what was it? It was the kicker challenge for Modell Sports.
Yeah, Rob is the clown that the Redskins have on the field before the game to do like
Yeah, he called the guy's name was Terry.
Yeah.
This is Terry Whitty from Alexandria.
I said one thing last night that I was genuinely proud of. Is after he did the worst. Shut up. After he did the worst kick you ever saw, I said, "Hey, that's great. My wife's named Carrie." I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. He did a good job, but
isn't it funny going?
More and more like Michael Buffer every year. This is the 3rd year I've gone.
I would agree that Rob does. Yeah. Rob is trying real hard to get that. Hey, what do y'all say, fans?
Did you hear the way you introduced the band?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the only marching band in the Hall of Fame, the Washington Redskins Marching Band!
Hey, that's exactly what he did. Like
and thank you for charting my growth.
And isn't it funny to look at the big jumbo screen and see Rob's huge face up there?
Yes.
I made a mistake.
Why didn't he wear a hat? He needs to start wearing a hat.
Yeah, hey.
Got a hat.
As soon as they make one that fits.
Every year.
Amen. All right,
as soon as they make one that fits. I made a mistake of looking at myself on the Jumbotron, and that's like getting sucked into the light in Poltergeist. Never look at yourself on a big TV. It's frightening.
That's great.
We got to break. We'll be back with the girl from American Idol right after this.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Too busy to meet new friends? The WJFK Dateline can change your life. Log on to WJFK.matchlink.com.
Remember that time you wanted an Acura, but you got a Camry or an Accord or whatever instead? Do you remember feeling you'd settled for something less because you didn't think you could afford something more?
Seacrest, out! Seacrest, out!
For everybody.
It's Ryan Seacrest.
Hey, Ryan.
Just for
That's right, Ryan.
anyone can share ED. Someone nice as
Secret.
ED is for everybody. Darling, have no doubt
Seacrest out.
that
dear, and listen to the Don and Mike Show?
Good heavens, no.
Yeah, now. I think she's joining us from Hawaii. Hawaii is a hot time in Florida. Diana DeGarmo from American Idol. Hey, Diana.
Hello.
Hey, honey, how are you?
I'm great. Oh, I'm especially great because I'm in Hawaii, but yeah, I'm great other than that, too.
Now, did you get together with the other, is it Jasmine when you were in Hawaii? Did you get a chance to see her?
Well, yeah, all 10 of us are actually here for the tour.
You're doing the tour. That's right. You're doing the tour. Okay.
Yep.
So last year on the show, we're like everybody, with the exception of Buzz. Say hi to Buzz, the only person in America that doesn't watch American Idol.
Hi.
Buzz?
Hi, Diana.
How are you?
Anyway, he doesn't watch. We watch it, and we watch it like little girls.
It is without question. The formula is the best formula on television. I think it's really the best reality show, and because I think it'll just keep going and going and going. A lot of these I think will fall by the wayside, but American Idol's awesome.
I would tell you, I had your head on the chopping block so many times last year.
Oh, I think she was the big upset.
You came
honest
through.
to God, wow!
You came through. You came through. So what are you doing? What are you doing now?
Well, after the end of the tour, actually, I'm doing a lot of things.
Oh, and how old are you?
My album's coming out December 7th, so everybody needs to go out and buy that. And I'm doing a project with Wrigley's Green Up campaign, which is a community improvement project. I'm with that, and I got a book deal, so I'm working on that, and I'm just keeping busy.
Now, what's the gist of the book going to be? Is it going to be a fluffy book, or is it going to be a serious book?
It's going to be more based for teenage girls.
Okay, so it'll be a fluffy book.
There's not much stuff, like, actually for teenage girls, like, life-wise.
Diana, just let me ask so we can just figure out where we're going to go with this. How old are you officially?
I'm 17.
So there's no truth to the rumor that, although you pretended to be just a prodigy, a child prodigy, you were actually 30 years old.
No, you're 17.
I'm 17.
So how much does that screw with a 17-year-old's mind? I guess you were a normal girl before you went on that show.
I mean, the pressure is amazing. How did you do it?
You go on that show and they get you dolled up every week, and they show the people at your peanut high school, whatever the high school is that you went to, going crazy. You're not the same Diana DeGarmo as before the show. So how has that changed?
I'm definitely a little more mature and more sure of myself than I was before I was on the show.
Did you have?
I realized how young I really and naive I was until I got there, and then I look back at pictures now and I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I doing? So,
before you went on American Idol, did you have a boyfriend at school?
No.
Oh, you did not.
How has that situation changed?
No.
Yeah, you are still a single girl.
Yes.
No boyfriends.
No, I have lots of guy friends, but no boyfriend. There's a time and place for everything. So
I would be thinking
it'll come around later.
That would be a guy. Can you imagine? Like you're dating her, and like nobody knows her. She's just another girl in school. You're just another guy in school. All of a sudden, your girlfriend is on TV every single week.
Wow.
And now your mom.
Did they counsel you? Emotionally on how to deal with this, because I mean, really.
Oh no, they just throw you out there and say good luck.
Really, even at your age, because I mean, and you obviously made it to the bitter end, but the rejection and handling that, I look at that. What's his name, John Stevens, as an example of there's a kid. He's about your age, right, Diana?
Yeah.
And he got just pounded,
Diana,
week after week after week.
I want to say something also. You're only 17, so I'll say this in a delicate way. You're a delicate flower. You're going to grow up to be a beautiful woman. Mm-hmm. However, I would say, based on your performance on American Idol, you have more going testosterone-wise than John Stevens does, and you're very feminine.
Be proud. It's a compliment.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? And listen. How's the Tard card? How's JPL doing? Is he on this? I still remember John Peter Lewis.
Well, he's doing well. I think I think he has a lot. I know he bought a house. With his money from the tour.
A condo made of stone.
Now, how much money do you get for the tour? Are you allowed to say how much money?
I'm not allowed to say.
You're not allowed to tell us how much you get paid. But I mean, obviously, if you bought a house, it's how can I get some information out of Diana without having?
Is it like a grown-up house or is it like a kid house, a tree house?
It's a house. It's a house, but he wants to have his family live there with him. So it's a good sized house.
Does it have wheels?
No.
It does not.
No wheels.
It's not a mobile home.
Now, Diana, your mom is involved in your career, right?
Yes.
Now, is your mom Would you say that she's like Britney Spears? Is your mom like Britney Spears' mom, or is your mom different from Britney Spears' mom? Because Britney Spears' mom, I think, goes overboard, right?
Tours with her and everything else,
right.
I believe, yeah.
She's really nuts.
Well, my mom, she's my manager, but she likes to stay in the background. She doesn't, like, she was so freaked out when people were, like, singing her, and they said, "Oh, my gosh, you're Diana's mom. Can we have your autograph?" Like, she totally freaked out. She doesn't like to be, she likes to be in the background at all times, and so she doesn't like to get in the spotlight at all, but she's doing a great job.
How is the tour going so far? Are you getting along with everybody? And please answer honestly. Is there anybody
actually,
that...
You know what? It's been a really fun tour. Everybody has gotten along, surprisingly. Because everybody, we all kind of respect each other, which is nice. And
it seemed like that on the show. I don't think you're stretching the truth, because it did seem like that on the show when we were watching it.
If you come see the show, we're always out there just goofing around, laughing, having a good time, and not worrying about anything.
Oh, Mandy. You've gone back to John Stevens.
Yeah, that guy.
How did he handle that, Diana? You obviously you did very well on the show, but he did not. He got a lot of, especially with Simon, gave him a lot.
Although he's got a record deal, though.
He's got a record deal.
Yeah.
He did very well. He actually handles it better than some of the older contestants at times. So he did very well. He handled everything, like Simon said, like a man.
Do you guys laugh? Do you guys laugh about the fact? I'm sorry, I just remember the guy's name who we had on the show. The guy Matt Rogers.
Matt Rogers, the country guy.
Very upset that he was not able to go on tour. He was one of the final 12, but didn't go on tour.
Yeah, he was bummed. Very nice guy, Matt, and he was very concerned that he wasn't able to go on the tour. Were you aware of that kind of controversy there?
Yeah, we were aware, but we all knew that when we got into it, that even though there was a top 12, that they only took the 10 on tour.
Oh, really?
So, hey, so pound sand to him.
So we miss Matt so much. I'm actually singing at Matt's wedding, so...
You're singing at Matt's wedding?
Yep.
Oh, very cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you are 17. When will you turn 18?
June. So I just turned 17 not too long ago.
Oh, just turned 17.
This has got to be amazing. Do you think your life has changed forever, or do you think eventually that all this, are you looking at this as kind of a temporary situation? You're going to go back to doing what you did, maybe go to college, or just live a normal life?
No, I'm looking forward for this going on for the rest of my life. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It's singing is my first love and probably only love as of this moment. But I love doing what I do. I love performing for people. That's my favorite thing in the entire world to do, is go out there and to sing in front of an audience.
Well, I want you to remember this now, Diane. I'm going to give you some advice. I have a son who's a little older than you. He's 19, and I don't know anything about girls. Mike has girls.
I have a daughter. Two daughters, 9 and 7.
You're a very nice girl. You're very talented. You got a lot of stage presence. You kicked ass on that show. Please do me a favor. No matter what happens with your career, 5, 6, 7, 10 years from now, don't let me open up Playboy.
No.
Amen.
The girls, of American Idol.
Yes, very good. That's good advice. I can't applaud that.
You don't have to worry about that one.
Very good. And with your money, obviously you've gotten money from finishing at a very high level on the show, and also going out on the tour with your contract. Have you done anything fun with your money?
Well, I'm planning on buying my mom a beach house.
Oh, your mom. Your mom gets lucky. That's great.
What about for you?
Both of us, but it's one of her biggest dreams is to live on the beach. So we're going to buy a beach house.
Are you going to get a toy for yourself? Are you going to buy yourself like a car or something like that?
I'm working in the car department. I'm working on it, so we'll see.
Okay. Can I tell you something I think killed you on that show? Because you were great. You sang Don't Cry Out Loud, right?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the thing, and I mentioned this the day after you were on the show, and I brought in the original record. If you listen to the words of that song is like a manual for suicide. The words are, don't cry out loud, you're not going to achieve your dreams, and even if you don't make it, well, you almost made it this far, but basically, you're a big fat loser.
And really, just
it's definitely a hard song. It's a very hard song.
Keep all of your emotions inside. Don't let anything go. Just you in your head know that you're a big fat loser, but don't let anything else out.
It is a depressing song that way.
It's a very hard song, yes.
Well, you did an incredible job with it.
You did a good job with it, but I pointed out the next day.
I remember that.
Psychologically, thinking about that song, I'm going, wow, I remember when I had to play that as a disc jockey, thinking, this is not an uplifting song.
We talk about you, Diana, and I know we don't have much time with you left, but you were very... Every single week, you really did seem to get better and better and better. Was it a confidence thing, Was it more confidence than anything else that allowed you to really? Because especially at the end, I said, this is not the same person that started this competition. This is a totally different.
It was confidence, and I think it was more of a want to prove people wrong. Because at being 16, you get a lot of flack just for being 16, and it's funny how much more respect you get saying you're 17,
right.
and even if it's only like a 2-week difference, but. You had to go out there and make a point and say, age doesn't really matter anymore. So, but I did gain a lot of confidence going through the show.
And if you would, please, to give us one word to describe Simon. Take your time.
Take my time. One word to describe Simon.
Yes, one word.
Now, you're only 17, but you can't... Cold.
There you go. And that, coming from her, that's quite the indictment.
What about Ryan Seacrest? Is he a tool or not?
He is a sweetheart.
No, he's a tool.
I love him to death.
He's a total tool.
Sweet tool.
He's one of the nicest people on the show, and one thing I think is really great, not only being the host, but he's back there kind of like, coaxing everybody, saying, like the cheerleader backstage, saying, you guys can do it, you guys are going to be great, don't worry about a thing.
Hey, we're so jealous of Ryan Seacrest that we want to hate him.
So. What about when Paula Abdul was all high because she had her fingernail infected? now, didn't you guys goof on that? Really, there was at least one episode where she was just absolutely glassy-eyed.
Yeah, she seemed out of it.
And she had that gigantic thing on her
Yeah, she was in a lot of pain, a lot of pain.
Well, you are a nice girl. Stay a nice girl.
Yes, that's our advice to you.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, sir.
Stay a nice girl. You know what that means? That means, and I'm gonna say something. Hold on, just a moment.
Yes.
Okay.
A message
say something off the radio. Hold on.
All right, Don's going to counsel Diana DeGarmo off the radio.
Pick up the handset.
She was finished second, right? She was the runner-up. Runner-up in American Idol.
I don't
you don't
know.
watch
Now until you turn 21.
She did well.
Don't uncross your leg. Hold on.
Oh dear. All right. You said that off the air. There you go.
Say that off the air.
You want to? Do you want to say pure as the driven snow?
Yes, Diana.
Right.
That's between me and you.
That's right.
Because you watch out, because there's a world full of
delicately handled, Don, like the father of a son.
There's a world full of boys out there like my son. Mm-hmm. So you be a good girl, okay, Diana?
Have a fantastic time. You have a great time on your tour, and good luck with your album and your book. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You are very talented, and we really did like talking to you.
Thanks. I had a great time. You guys have a good day.
Enjoy Hawaii. Bye, Diana.
Oh, yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Very sweet. Very sweet girl.
Buzz.
I was reminding you that our album comes out December 7th, and
the album's called Barely Legal.
Pick up a copy.
It is not. Behave yourself, Mr. Burbank.
And thanks for that Playboy advice.
She's the here's the thing. And gosh, I guess maybe I would be interested.
Sure.
But she's 17 now, so now I'd like to try to, if we had any influence on her at all. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have the courage to ask her, because she is just a 17-year-old kid.
I think as she, unlike a lot of the contestants, I actually think you will see her going that Broadway route. That's the kind of voice she has. And she can make a living that way.
I think she could also take the Aretha Franklin route. Which is continuing to double and redouble in size.
I was just going to say that's the one thing I didn't want to mention.
Right.
The thing with her was, for a while, we referred to her as the fat girl.
The fat girl.
And the question of pregnancy came up during the competition.
Because she had the belly.
Now, that goes two ways, especially when you're 16. I mean, she's young enough where it could be baby fat, and, genetics
could grow right out of it.
You never know. It could go either way. It really could.
For me, it was baby fat.
We'll never know. Rob still has his baby fat.
Anyway,
as do all of us.
Here's just from American Idol. And how sad is this that Rob said to me just in conversation yesterday, or maybe it was today, I don't know. We have so many just conversations that don't really matter. Rob just said, when does American Idol start? And I said, I think like next year, like in January. And
is it next year?
Yeah, well, that's what Rob said too. I said,
like September, October.
I think it's October.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they were there. That's why they've been going around and doing the things in the summer.
I don't think.
The internet buzz.
I think they just run like some of their dumb William Hung specials, because Fox is all screwed up because they have the World Series until November.
Well, maybe it's November that we get a new idol.
Mm-hmm. Buzz, can you?
I don't want to wait till January.
All right, well, that's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Is it idolonfox.com?
Yeah, go to. Thank you, Rob. Go to idolonfox.com. Not like I don't live there.
I'm there.
My homepage.
What's it say on idolonfox.com?
Like Maniac.
I'll let you know. It says
Garmo on the Don and Mike show.
auditions are sweeping the nation for 2006 is the first thing I see.
See now.
I see a map of the United States where all the auditions will be held, are being held.
Can you
Are you going to click on anything where you might get
They're
more?
still doing auditions through October 5th, so if that's any help, but
No, it's not.
There's nothing. There are no giant letters saying American Idol starts on such and such date.
Can't you get us? You're on the website. Isn't there something on that website that says the show starts?
Perhaps there is.
All right,
Buzz.
you know, we're back now to this one. Welcome to Kindly Old Buzz.
Right.
On the internet.
I'm not gonna hurry here. I'm taking my time. So play all the music you want.
We shall buzz. Let's see. Hello. Where is this guy? Hold on. No, that was
Such a happy song.
still can't. We can't find a caller who knows. Don and Mike show. Hello.
Yeah, I just want to tell them that American Idol starts in January.
In January, Donnie wins the barbecue.
How do you know that for sure?
I've watched it every season.
A good fan.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Sucks.
Bye-bye.
Paraphrase, Don.
But we get 750 fear factors before that, right?
Paraphrase that caller. It starts in January. It certainly does.
And Fear Factor, maybe I'm in the minority, but that's one that I'm ready to see that show blowed up. Blowed up real good, yeah.
No, I'm not,
I'm tired of it. I hate that host.
So do I. However,
Joe Rogan.
Make him do something scary.
This is the intriguing part for me about Fear Factor. What else can they do? I mean, they have done without getting into the areas where they'd have to be
probing
on HBO.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they can do. I mean, in that regard, I am fascinated by Fear Factor when it's on.
I just hate the whole.
I go buy it. And
I hate it
and I watch it. I like it.
I hate it because, the fear stunts themselves are good enough. They have to tweak it with the bad sportsmanship, which I think is ridiculous, where you get all the people going, come on, fall!
Oh,
I think that's...
I've never seen the program. Do they...
I'm all googly after the Great American Makeover or whatever the hell it is.
You like that Queen
with the home edition. I'm feeling... Don, I think I've been softened.
I told Mike, he's a seer, he's a sage.
Mm-hmm.
Mike watched that faggot Extreme Makeover Home Edition Sunday night.
And I cried. Well, I had 4 bottles of wine, but I cried like a baby.
Extreme Makeover Homo Edition led ABC to a ratings victory Sunday night. Show killed in the ratings.
And I really think we ought to see more shows like that and fewer shows like Fear Factor. I know I might be sounding like a wimp when I'm saying this. I know you might think I'm losing my edge.
What if they gave you a big, beautiful house, but to get it you had to eat bugs?
Fear Factor, like watching girls eat maggots and watching...
Yeah, it was great the first time.
Well, I still like it.
However, I like it if they put new stuff, like maybe if it's eels and stuff, but really
Hold on, I believe...
Perhaps eels.
I believe that we will be able to answer this question next week on the show. All right. I think that...
Hello?
Hey, B.A.
Hey.
Hi. Oh, here is Beth Ann. I think... Don't we have that producer from Fear Factor maybe coming on the show?
Yes, on Monday.
Right, on Monday.
Well, thanks for giving me the heads up.
I'm sorry.
So I got to come in here and say, I think we ought to eliminate Fear Factor.
No.
Jesus Christ, give me a week.
Mike. Mike.
What?
Hold on. Nothing is edged in stone.
I know, but it's that class. Have I mentioned I love Fear Factor?
You don't have to like Fear Factor.
Yeah, right.
The reason I said to Beth Ann that I thought it would be interesting to have the guy on is because what I would like to ask the producer, not the Tool host, but the producer is, how do you possibly top yourself now?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? After I've seen people covered with bees eating bugs. Yes, Mike.
Don?
Yeah.
If we get somebody from Fear Factor, do you think we could get somebody from Extreme Makeover Homo Edition?
I'm working on it.
They're going to be coming to town in
I know.
October.
I saw it with the man who was widowed and 8 kids. It was great.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah. I cried too without the wine.
I cried like a baby.
I cried like a baby.
Still wet.
I cried now even when I'm thinking about it. That's how much it meant to me.
Get out of here.
Really.
All right, bye, Beth Ann.
On that Fear Factor, is there anyone ever won in really...
Hold on.
It's Fantasia singing our national anthem. I found that on the website.
Turn it back up.
Oh, you want it back? Oh, I killed it already.
You did find something in Idol on Fox.
Oh, God, yes.
You gonna replay it?
If I can find it.
How long will that take?
I don't know. How much time?
Hello, Keith. Don and Mike show.
Yes, hi, Don and Mike. I wanted to tell Mike that Joe Rogan had to win at Fear Factor before he could be the Fear Factor host.
All right, thank you.
All right, well, I stand corrected then.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we honor America with tonight's national anthem, performed by American Idol winner, Fantasia.
All right, well, good job. Thank you, Buzz.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Okay, I know this song. You can turn that one off.
I thought you did.
And that's why I played it. That is Rob's finest impression of Fantasia.
That's right. Got a break here, kids. We got a break. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Fresh corn on the cob is irresistible, especially at Safeway's low prices. This week we got Washington grown Canada #1 corn on the cob, value priced at 3 cobs for 88 cents.
Doing it right.
Sorry about this, I didn't know it was. And goddamn Whitey produced commercials never come out the right way. Okay, Safeway's got everything you need. It's 88 cents for the corn and everything you need for super summer barbecue: charcoal, starter, napkins, and paper plates at Brockett Safeway.
Right. Gotcha.
Hello.
Hi, Julia.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe.
Yes. Hi, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello.
Now operating with a 7-day delay. The Don and Mike Show.
Okay. Listen, coming up in this hour, Dave Barry. Definitely, we are way over our heads as far as guests go. I mean, we can handle the girl on American Idol.
Diana DeGarmo was charming.
Dave Barry is a real show guest.
Smart guy.
Yeah, and he's written a book. I've got it here. I don't know. What's the point of sending me a book? Peter and the Star Chasers looks like nothing that Dave Barry has ever written before. Appears to be like a Pirates of the Caribbean. Looks like Johnny Depp on the cover of it.
I believe I've read a little bit about this book, and I believe this is the prequel to Peter Pan. Is that right?
Yes, you are right. Yes.
Yeah, I seen him. He was plugging it on the Today Show, and it's funny because it's like a real novel, but he's still Dave Barry when he's promoting it, so he was wearing an eye patch.
As a matter of fact, when you're done with that, I got a 9-year-old who would probably dig that.
You got it.
Yeah.
Oh, and as a matter of fact, the picture on the back, he's wearing an eye patch. Dave Barry, and as you can see, it's like I'll bring this up when we have him on the phone. The book, the pages are like with ye old parchment.
Oh, yeah.
You see the way that they're printed, and it's got a lot of the olden time pictures. Looks like a kid's version, like of the book Treasure Island or something.
Absolutely,
that's the format. So
good stuff.
Dave Barry will be on the show. Oh, and Robbie, hold on a second. I need a quick follow up on this. We did the segment with Buzz last week.
Oh,
the
Big
Buzz
Water,
show.
Utah.
Right. The thing in Utah where they've got the town where you can have as many wives as you want.
Right.
The penalty for weed is less than a parking ticket.
Yeah, we caused big controversy in Big Water.
Yeah, and their mayor, who's an out-of-the-closet gay, was on the show. And now what has happened, we're having them on again today. Why?
We have maybe as many as 4 concerned citizens calling in to answer to that. They're upset. They said that's not their city.
So they don't want Big Water to be portrayed as like a free love, free pot smoking, free willy lifestyle.
Buzzville.
Free willy.
Well, I guess I'm not moving then.
No. Well, you can get to the bottom of it. They did send us their petition.
Wonderful.
Well, Buzz will moderate that. We will do that later in the show.
I'll calm them down.
We talked yesterday about this thing with Buzz in the news had the thing with Conan O'Brien and Jay Leno.
Buzz broke that on the show yesterday. I don't know whether he broke it, but I mean we were one of the first to have it.
I don't know. You know what? If I'm Conan O'Brien, I'm worried about this deal. Because I'll tell you why I'm not worried. What I heard later. At first I thought, wow, they give him the job in 2009. That's just like that Letterman book and that HBO show where he doesn't really get the job. Except I have heard, if you read the Letterman Jay Leno book or saw the show, there was a balloon payment that if CBS didn't put Letterman on at 11:30, he would get something like $50 million.
Wow. I think both you and I, in similar situations, it would be very frustrating because it seems like a tremendous, in broadcasting especially, a tremendously long time to wait before you get that big.
How could that be? But the deal that the reporting now is that Conan O'Brien has a clause in his contract saying in 2009, if Gary Leno, the workaholic, doesn't want to quit, and if his ratings are still so great...
No, I'm going to stick with it. I just don't feel like leaving right now.
Conan O'Brien gets, are you ready for this? $100 million buyout.
Well, maybe Conan is hoping that Jay sticks around. That'd be interesting.
Maybe so. Also, not in the tabloids, but maybe it will be, there allegedly is a kid at Neverland Ranch whose name is Omer. O-M-E-R.
Omer?
He is allegedly Michael Jackson's biological son.
Really?
He's 8.
That's what Michael says.
He, incidentally, is Norwegian.
Part Norwegian, part Pakistani.
Yes, but he is said to have in the report that I saw on TV, the striking Nordic good looks.
Really?
And I guess this is going to come out in the trial now that this is another kid that he's hidden from everybody and that he had.
Have they found the Neverland dungeon yet?
I guess it was done with a turkey baster. It's not possible Michael Jackson is this kid's father, is what people are saying. This is absolutely not possible.
Look at him with his Norwegian good looks.
Yeah. Just a kid that he's got that he's like...
Sven.
He's had in a box at Neverland for 8 months or 8 years.
8 years this kid has lived there with his mom and dad. His mom is a nanny to 2 of Michael's children, and dad is Michael's driver.
Homer lives in my secret room.
Yeah.
They moved from Norway to Neverland.
Hi, Mrs. Larson. Can I come out and play with Homer again?
Homer's in a very dark place right now, Michael.
Bye.
Awful. Wow. Oh, you know what? I'd like to call the general manager for a second here before we do the next thing. Now, we know that we know Todd Hughes, Michael Hughes, Todd Hughes, we know he's here.
Right.
Because we had the meeting with him and the lawyers today about the papers we won't sign. Papers say if anything goes wrong on this show, it's all our fault.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Sign the papers.
Too bad. But let's see if he's still got Alan's voicemail.
Hello, this is Alan Line.
Yep. Rob, calm down. Calm down, Rob.
Position in New York at our flagship.
He's gone, Rob.
KFM.
Gone.
Robbie, it's okay.
No.
It's okay.
No.
I wanted to call Todd Hughes because you know the saga of Todd Hughes and this guy Rupert.
Right.
He promised us, the Rupert from Survivor, this guy Michael Hughes, Todd Hughes, our boss.
Yes.
Like a year ago, said, you want to guess? I can get you Rupert from Survivor.
Right.
The second he's booted off or wins the show.
And, of course, he becomes the hottest thing on Survivor. We want him immediately, and we never get him. And then finally, he gets booked. not even through Michael Hughes, booked through another. Beth Ann got him.
Right.
And then he stiffs us anyway.
Right.
So here's the latest. I'm proud to report on Rupert. I have Rupert news. The $1 million that he won?
Yeah.
He's already spent it all.
Wow.
A chocolate pie a mile wide. Now, he says he did give some of it to charity.
Good for him.
And some of it he put in like an account for his wife. But everything else, he just bought everything he wanted. And Rupert from Survivor is now telling people to stop calling him because he has no money.
Oh, so people were hitting him up for bucks?
Yeah. Here's a question, unrelated to Rupert, although Rupert does have big man breasts.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly Parton's breasts.
Yes.
Real or fake?
Fake.
Buzz.
Real.
See, I'm with Buzz. I had always thought they were real. Mike, you're right. They're fake.
Really? Have either one of you guys ever been up close and personal with Dolly Parton?
All right, show off. Okay, show
Well,
off.
I guess
I have photographic evidence to prove it.
You know,
not in the way I wanted to.
You've got like 2 or 3 in your arsenal that I just cannot compete with.
Yes, Ms. Parton and I were photographed way back when, I believe in the early 1980s together, and I got a good look at them up close, and they appeared to be Artificial.
And also, weren't you up...
Or enhanced, I should say.
Weren't you up for the role of the boss in 9 to 5?
I was going to play the Dabney Coleman
You
role.
lost it to Dabney
I
Coleman.
did. I lost that bastard, and then he went on to, do all sorts of good things.
That's true.
So anyway, she got the back pain, and she had implants because her boobs are so big. And,
wait a minute. Implants because her boobs are so big?
No, her back hurts. I'm sorry. Her back hurts because she got implants to make her boobs bigger.
Right, of course.
She's had the implants for 30 years. See, I was surprised.
You were surprised?
Like Buzz. I always thought they were real.
Yeah. Have you ever... Well, I mean, even on TV.
It's possible. On TV. Like
they're abnormal.
Even when she was on the Porter Wagoner show.
Yeah.
Listen, and Mike, they're abnormal, but there are women... I mean, I know we don't do
Yeah, there are women, but they're not women with that size.
Buy Jugs Magazine, or even better, what's the name of that video company that keeps sending us the porno that says
Big Ass Productions? Yeah,
that's right.
Kick Ass Productions.
All natural. They've got some big women there. I always thought Dolly Parton was natural. Anyway,
well, when I was chatting with her, they appeared to be artificial.
Her boobs are killing her, and the deal is that she's having the implants taken out. So, deal with that.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what she looks like when that happens.
I think it'll be interesting to see what they smell like.
She's going to look like Callista Flockhart.
23 years in there? Man. That's like opening Al Capone's vault.
Is the back pain due to the weight, or is the back pain due to perhaps slippage?
No, the back pain is because of the weight of the boobs.
The counterbalance. And then will they when they remove the implants, put them on display at Dollywood? That'd be great.
Bronze them.
I do not know. Kobe. Now, I don't know if you're going to hear this on mainstream news. Okay. Here is the latest theory on why the whole thing got dropped. It had nothing to do with anything that we've heard, and she'll probably still have a civil case against Kobe Bryant.
Right, still does.
However, the reason that they dropped the charges against Kobe Bryant is that when they're doing the test on this girl to find out if she had, the alleged victim, find out if she had been with other men after she had been with Kobe, as it turns out, one of those, this woman of such virtue, anyway, one of these, some anonymous guy knocked her up.
She got pregnant?
She's pregnant.
Oh, dear.
And apparently that kind of kills your defense when you're saying, listen, I'm not a loose girl. Kobe Bryant forced himself on me. Mm-hmm. And then meanwhile, she's gone out and she's banged a couple of other guys, and now she's carrying the demon seed from one of the other guys, which is not Kobe. And she's going
to have the baby?
Yeah, they're trying to keep all of that very quiet.
That's interesting.
I would think so.
But that's the chatter.
No chance that Kobe's the father.
No, that I did read. Kobe Bryant is not the father. And somewhere, maybe the smokinggun.com.
Yes.
There's another great, that's where I got this from. Mm-hmm. There's another great, very long transcript of Kobe Bryant talking to the cops where this information comes out, where they say, she's pregnant. Oh, she's pregnant. Is it mine? That's one of the first things. Is it mine? And they say, no. And then his comment is something like, well, then this case is over.
Wow.
So again, all hail Smoking Gun.
Yeah, that's for sure.
However, the girl will continue to put up a very strong face. A brave face. A brave face. She's got to face the fact.
Yes.
She's carrying someone's baby.
Absolutely.
Face it.
It's the way it appears on the face of it.
Yeah, we're all trying to do the same joke.
I understand.
You know that, we are. Jamie Foxx. I like Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
He's good in that movie Collateral. He'll be good like Ray Charles. He's outstanding in...
Is he any relation to Pearl Bailey?
Any Given Sunday.
I don't think so.
Any Given Sunday reminds me, great football movie. I can't believe they're remaking The Longest Yard.
Oh, really?
The Burt Reynolds movie.
Who's going to play Burt Reynolds?
I don't know, but you know who really seriously I mean, it's a comedy, but you know who we're supposed to believe is the quarterback in this movie? Adam Sandler.
You're kidding me.
I am not kidding you.
What is Adam Sandler has made...
I've seen it.
Like Happy Gilmore, where we're supposed to think he's athletic?
I seen it on the Rich Eisen show on the NFL Network. They had a bunch of NFL quarterbacks.
Burt Reynolds was the quarterback.
Right, well...
in Longest Yard. And Burt Reynolds played for what, Florida State or Florida?
I think for FSU, I think.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't Burt Reynolds playing the coach in the new Longest Yard?
I don't know. All I've seen on SportsCenter is it's Adam Sandler, and standing next to him, it's a bunch of guys like Drew Bledsoe and Steve McNair and all of these guys, and they're saying, no, what you got to do is bring the ball up by your ear. Okay, good. Now, rotation. Like, they're talking to Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler is not an athletic-looking guy.
No. Now, when On Any Given Sunday came out, Jamie Foxx wasn't very popular.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, I think I remember the reason he got the role is because Sean Combs couldn't throw a football.
Right.
Couldn't throw a football to look like he was a pro player.
You've got a million guys, though, that could be in that role.
But he's Adam Sandler.
I mean, you get kind of athletic guys.
Hey, how about Ben Affleck?
You know who I'd like to see in that role? Seriously, because I just watched Intolerable Cruelty.
Clooney?
And I think Clooney could pull it off. Clooney could pull the Burt Reynolds stuff off.
Oh, yes, he could play. You're right. If it was the same age as Burt Reynolds was in the original movie. What? What did he write? What? What? Say it. What? Patton Oswalt.
Brilliant.
Patton Oswalt was the
Love
quarterback.
him. He'd be perfect.
He would, wouldn't he?
You got me with that one. He'd be perfect for the role of the quarterback.
Patton Oswalt.
See how he feels.
Anyway, check out SportsCenter or NFL Channel because the NFL Network, they're showing this ridiculous footage of Adam Sandler. Oh, Jamie Foxx. Listen, I like him.
Yeah, I do too.
And he's good. A Las Vegas man claims he was nearly killed by thugs after he refused to give up nude photos of actor Jamie Foxx.
Oh, no.
Now, here's the deal. Jamie Foxx is in Vegas.
Right.
And he's got a stalker that's following him around.
Yeah.
And a guy who's going through his garbage. Guy goes through the garbage. Finds pictures of Jamie Foxx not only having fun with a woman,
right,
but amusing himself.
Oh,
now how?
Get a shredder. Yeah, really? Wait, you throw that in your garbage?
Anyway, apparently what happens is that Jamie Foxx is looking outside his window and sees this dude going through the trash, knows that he's got the pictures of himself, goes out, the guy gets the picture, Jamie Foxx beats the crap out of the guy. The guy is now suing Jamie Foxx, saying he beat the crap out of me. Jamie Foxx is saying, wait a minute, you're going through my garbage. The guy said, well, doesn't really matter, I got these fantastic pictures.
Oh my God.
There's the Jamie Foxx up there.
Well, probably good publicity for the Ray Charles movie.
And, hold on, I had a feel-good for you.
Well, Ray Charles is just the one that's coming out right now.
Right.
Give me a second.
And it looks good. I mean, he looks exactly like Ray Charles.
He is good. I liked him in the football movie.
Damn it.
What happened?
None of this stuff is really written down. I just got notes, but there's one story that I wanted to read because it's a feel-good and I can't find it. I don't want to.
You can't find your feel-good?
I don't.
That sounds dirty. Hey, come on, baby, help me find my feel-good.
I am simply going to have to just remember it from memory.
Oh, baby, find my feel-good.
Well, there's the headline, but I don't see it, Robin.
Baby, find my feel-good.
Wait, got it. Thank you.
You got your feel-good?
Oh, good.
Here you go.
Get your feel-good on.
This one, I'll read to you as is.
Okay.
Wives are notorious for selling off their husbands' lazy boys without giving them any warning. In Pakistan, Mohammed Afqa, Afaqah.
Sounds good to me.
We'll just call him Mohammed. Anyway, in Pakistan, Mohammed, that's his first name, he got revenge for all men. Here's what he did. He's married to a woman named Zorba Bibi.
Bibi.
Now, they want to have kids.
Right.
He says to her, we've gone to the doctor. Zorba Bibi. We've gone to the doctor. You can't have kids. But we can have kids if you go and have this special operation. So she checks into the hospital, and as it turns out, the husband has the doctor remove her kidney, one of her kidneys, which the guy then proceeds to sell on the black market for $3,500.
Wow.
Then, once he got the kidney out of her and sold it, he divorced her.
Oh, dear. My God. All because she sold his chair?
No. That was just they said women are notorious for selling off their husbands.
So this lady did absolutely nothing.
She did no. That's why it's the feel good.
She just wouldn't listen.
The guy just lied to her. The guy married her. And as it turns out, the story goes on to say, the woman is fine. She can have children.
Right.
The guy lied to her.
Just to get her into the surgeon's office so they could get her kidney.
It was a scam with the doctor to get a good kidney. He got the good kidney, then he sold it, then he divorced her. Only now, 2 years later, has the woman gone back to a doctor, and they said, wait a minute, honey, first off, everything down there, your plumbing is fine.
Everything's fine, you're just down a kidney.
You are missing a
And your ex-husband's $3,000 richer.
$3,500.
Wow.
That's a feel good.
Oh, dear.
That's a feel good.
Makes me feel all tingly inside.
Hello, Cameron. Don and Mike Show. Cameron.
Yeah, remember Jamie Foxx was playing naked basketball out his yard?
Oh, correct.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx likes to take his clothes off.
Correct. We talked about that, right? Jamie Foxx playing nude basketball.
Yeah, that woman got
And Jamie Foxx.
All right, thank you, my friend.
And his sister got in a scuffle at that Harrah's Casino in New Orleans. Remember there was a fight?
That's right. He got thrown out.
Record passed.
Yeah, he's good.
No, he's
fine. He's good.
Well, we need somebody like that in our celebrity lives.
That's right.
We like him.
Him or Patton Oswalt.
As the quarterback.
Who doesn't play nude basketball.
When we come back, everybody, my man, your man, Dave Barry.
All right.
Dave Barry and the other guy he wrote this book with. Be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
And that night was my son's birthday party. My wife invites the priest. He's always at the house.
Hey, Tony.
I don't.
You like creme anglaise?
Hey, you bless it, I'll eat it.
She's not coming.
Who?
Grandma just called. Started crying and hung up.
She needs a purpose in life.
So your mother is tougher than you think.
So what, no f***ing Dee now?
Hey, Don and Mike, I heard you were having a party, and you're trying to get me to go, but I'm not going to go if there's no f***ing Dee, because, it's just not going to happen. Thank you very much.
The Don and Mike Show. Reluctantly, here's Don and Mike.
All right. Station break in Fresno. KKTG 105.9. How about Buffalo 92.9 WBUF? And Wichita 98.7 KFH. And they moved the AM station in Buffalo, in Wichita, Buzz.
Yeah.
KFH AM is now at 1240.
1240 AM.
AM. And Las Vegas, it's KFFN. Some of the stations carrying this show on Westwood 1. Yeah. Dave Barry online?
Yes, and Ridley Pearson.
Okay, great.
Yes, the co-authors of the new book.
Now, you know Dave Barry. And you know me, I'm a dumb man. And I generally don't read unless it's the sports section or the purple section of USA Today.
I understand.
But I do read Dave Barry's columns, and I do read his books, and he's funny as hell.
Yes, he is.
And he's written a book now
with Ridley Pearson
that appears to be unlike anything Dave Barry has written before. Dave Barry's great at writing about what schmucks go through in everyday life.
Yes, This is a very interesting concept. When I read an article about this book, this project, this is the precursor to Peter Pan. So that's quite a daunting task, I would think.
Here now is the great Dave Barry, and I won't call him great because I don't know any of his stuff, but Mike says he's good. Ridley Pearson. Hey, both of these guys are on the phone. I'm sure he's great. Hey,
gentlemen.
Dave, Ridley.
Hey.
Hi there.
We appreciate you
coming on your show.
We appreciate you slumming today. And
warning Ridley, I said, "Oh man, we're so doomed now."
Ridley, nice to meet you.
Same here.
Dave, nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, likewise.
This book that you've written, it's like ye old parchment paper.
Yeah.
and it's got that old time, I said to Mike, it's got like that look of like Treasure Island when you were a kid.
That's really what it feels like, and it looks like that.
Yeah, that's what I said when I saw it. Yeah, it does. It looks like a classic.
And Dave, what got you into writing a book about a prequel to Peter Pan?
Rock and roll, believe it or not.
You got it with you did it through the band you're in, right?
Yeah, that's it. I'm a band with Ridley. He's the bass player.
I didn't know Ridley. I didn't know you were in the band too. You're in the writers' band.
I stand in the back row. He's good. Ridley's actually good. He's lying.
Let me see. What has Ridley written? I'm going to look and see if I've read
I just write graffiti on, he writes men's rooms, walls.
If I've read any of these books.
Where people kill people in really, really clever ways.
Wow.
All right, hold on. They're finding the part for me now.
It's in the back. It's in the back.
Part of the
flap.
parchment.
Oh, here you go. All right. The Body of David Hayes. Never read it. The Pied Piper. Never read it. No Witnesses. Never read it. Now, however, on the other hand...
Hey, have you ever read any book?
Well, no, Ridley?
Yeah.
Well, let me first say, the book that I know by heart, the Bible. Okay?
There you go. There's one.
And second, on the other hand, you go to Dave Barry's books. Now, all of those Ridley Pearson books sounded like real books, which is why I've not read them. This is the Dave Barry books. And
real literature.
Of these, the Dave Barry books, I have not only the hardbacks, but the softback. Dave Barry.
Now, are you trying to make Ridley feel uncomfortable or what?
No, I think I'm supposed to put my name before all my titles.
Dave Barry's Complete Guide.
Ridley does Beyond Recognition. No, Ridley, put my name before it.
Dave's Guide to Guys. Dave Barry Slept Here. Big Trouble. Dave Barry Hits Below the Beltway. How did you guys? Obviously, very different writing styles.
Obviously, they're in the band together, and that's where you guys started talking about this.
Well, you know, I was reading Peter Pan to my then 5-year-old daughter, and she looked up into my eyes and said, "Yeah, but Dad," she just stopped me, and she said, "Yeah, but Dad, how did Peter meet Captain Hook in the first place?" And I went, "Whoa, that's its own book."
That's great.
And here we are.
That is amazing. I'm looking forward to giving my daughter this book. I really am.
Dave, or either one of you, Dave or Ridley, have either one of you collaborated with someone else? I mean, not kind of like a ghostwriter, but have you ever, either one of you, teamed up with another guy to write a book?
No, I'm speaking. I can barely collaborate with my own self.
Then
this was really quite a different experience.
You know, there are a lot of collaborations in the history of the American novel. You got I think the popular culture now when you talk about the stuff that Stephen King, is it Peter Straub that hooked up with Stephen King and
right.
What are the challenges involved in doing that? When you guys, I mean, if you think of a writer, you know, you can live on an island off the coast of Maine and just write day and night and not have to worry about anything. When you collaborate, though, is it more like a real job? Because you have to coordinate with each other's schedules?
I would say yes and no. I mean, you do have to coordinate and you have to do it with somebody else, but in a way, it was kind of fun because if you know, what we did was one of us would write a chapter, send it to the other guy, and the other guy would rewrite it, send it back, and the first guy would rewrite it again and send it back. We call it ping pong. But it kind of, you sort of had somebody else you could trust, whose judgment you could rely on. When you write your own book, just you get kind of lost in this world of, you know, you just get way deep and you can't explain it to anybody else, and you're always thinking, "Man, this sucks," you know. But with another author, he can just say to you, "This really sucks."
So that's good.
Then you can fix it, you know. He'll like, "Oh, now you could do this," and that's something you don't have when it's just you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I think that this could be the biggest collaboration, the biggest since. Have you seen the ads for the movie with Queen Latifah and Jimmy Fallon? I think that this possibly
this might be bigger.
This might be bigger. Might be bigger than that movie. Dave.
Yeah.
Your writing style, and incidentally, again, like in the Sunday Washington Post magazine or whatever, it's the last page. It's the first thing I go to because you're so goddamn right on with all of your observations about life. How did you change your writing style for the discipline it would take to write? And no offense to your other books, which I love, but to write a real book.
Yeah, that's a good question. Were you guys going for like the classic style? Is that what you were going for?
I see what you're saying. No, you know, really, we didn't spend much time thinking about, what style will we use and what voice and all that. We just sort of thought it was a very cool story. Like, how can you create a world where a kid can fly and he doesn't get old and he lives in an island with pirates and mermaids, and where did all that come from? And what's a story you could tell that would make, not sense because it obviously relies on fantasy and magic, but that within the context of that, what story would be a good story for that? So we just were so intent on telling a good story, we didn't spend a lot of time thinking about, what should the style be and stuff like that.
Well, when somebody looks at this book, when somebody gets done reading this book, will someday we be saying, Jimmy, go upstairs and read Treasure Island, and then after you're done, read that offering from Dave Barry and Ridley Pearce.
Peter and the Starcatchers is the name of it.
Peter and the Starcatchers.
Yeah, the kids are gobbling it up.
Now,
I love it.
Are you trying to get it? Do you seriously, guys, you think like this could be like a Harry Potter thing for you?
Hey, your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that'd be nice.
Couldn't hurt.
I know you wouldn't be opposed to that.
We would settle for, a lot less. We'd settle for like HARR.
Now,
We were really originally going to call it Peter and the Harry Potter, but there's apparently some kind of legal problem.
Yeah. The artwork on the cover of the book, I will tell you, at first glance, if you look at it quickly, one would think it was a little Harry Potter-esque there. Was that an accident?
Or maybe almost like a Harlequin romance novel. If you just look at it real fast. Like a Danielle Steele book.
The girl's a little young. Please.
Well, now, at first glance, I said.
Okay.
Let me look at the pirate.
He's into pirates.
Let me look at the pirate on the cover. Hold on.
See, he's like Johnny Depp looking?
He does have a little Johnny Depp to him right there. Even though this would you call this a prequel, guys? Is that what you would call this?
Yeah, we would and we do.
Will there be a sequel to the prequel?
Yes, there will be. We didn't intend it that way, but we ended up writing a 460-page book.
Wow.
Sort of just gets going, so we thought, we got to do another one.
Did you guys have to get the rights from whoever wrote the original Peter Pan to write a prequel?
Oh, man, Ridley, were we supposed to do that? Did you stick into that? Come on.
Yeah, you might want to check.
Oh, man. Come on. Hey, could we just, not broadcast? I think we're going to hang up now, guys. Are we on the air? Yeah. We didn't need... In the United States, the rights expired... the copyright expires after 70 years for any work.
When was the original Peter Pan written?
It was about 100 years ago. Yeah.
100 years ago.
But in England, the rights still exist for another 3 or 4 years, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Are you worried at all? Just because when I hear Peter Pan, first I think of
Mary Martin,
of course, and then I think of the peanut butter, and now I also think of Michael Jackson.
I know.
Yeah.
Isn't that like the worst?
That came up later, and we went, "Oh man, why didn't we think of that?" Thanks, guys. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, nice image.
And here's another good joke you could steal. If this gets made into a movie, Peter and the Starcatchers, it can be rated R.
We've been actually doing a lot of pirate things connected with it. People keep showing up at book signings dressed as pirates.
Now you mentioned. So what's the age on this? If you have kids, like Mike has 2 daughters, is it 10?
I saw it's in the book that it says age 10 and up. I have a 9-year-old daughter. She reads at a pretty high level. Will this be an okay book for her?
My 7-year-old read it. I mean, it's sort of 8 and up.
Okay, great, fantastic.
All right, I'm just going to read the last page real fast. I mean, not on the air.
Oh, okay.
I just want to see how it ends.
See how it ends. All right,
I do that thing where I've already read.
You're going to read the last paragraph or the entire last page?
Just the last.
Gentlemen, bear with him while he reads the last page.
Okay.
And it really, based on Don's reading, this could be about a half an hour.
Peter, Lou.
I thought I was
Lou.
you the
Peter, Lou.
Sound it out.
Looked. At Ites.
How do you like it?
I like it.
Don gives it a thumbs up,
I think
guys.
it's a smash. And also, I should mention, not only am I a fan of this because of this reason, I'm also a huge fan of Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. and it all
soundtrack.
It all ties in. So how is this?
He was only 16. Didn't they do that?
Yes, they did.
I love that the way they did that.
And do you remember their disco time when they did "When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman"?
I did not care for that.
When's the band?
Watch your eyes. What's your...
So you remember it, though.
I do. Oh, yeah.
You don't like it, but you remember it.
When's the band?
Were they the ones who did cover of the Rolling Stones?
Yep, that's right.
On the Rolling Stones.
You know what was their best song that they made? Was their first one. Anyone remember Sylvia's Mother?
Oh, my God.
For another
beautiful song.
10 minutes, please, Mrs. Avery. I've just got to...
Hook always sounded a little bit like he was straining on the commode.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike, I think you were going to ask.
I was going to ask when is the band going to get together again, guys?
It's funny you should mention. We're playing we're doing a bus tour of the American Midwest. The Heartland tour, Seattle, Cleveland, in about 3 weeks.
Oh, that's wonderful. You guys, how often on an average in the course of a year do you guys get to? Now the band it's Ridley Pearson, it's Dave Barry, Stephen King. Who are the other members of the band?
Dan, Mitch Albom, Scott Turow, Roy Blunt Jr.,
wow.
Greg Isles.
That's great.
Wow, I love Roy Blunt Jr. What is he? I love his writing. What does he play?
Who?
Roy.
Roy.
Oh, Blunt. He's the MC. He's so musically impaired that he introduces us. We do Wild Thing, and Roy's sole function in Wild Thing is to go, You move me. And I love you. He has never once in 12 years come in at the right time.
And that allows him to stay in the band.
And some nights we have as much as $50 in the pool, over and under. Will he come in early or will he come in late? But he's never come in on time.
Well, you guys sound like you're having a great time with this book, really.
We are.
Yeah,
Now, how many copies have you sold? Over 100?
We hope.
You hope? How long has the book been out?
It's been out about 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks, and I guess you go to Amazon.com or whatever to get this. It's Dave Barry and Ridley Pearson. Or go to the store.
They're still open?
If you actually
bookstores sell books.
If you actually, want to get in your car and actually have to see other people, go ahead. Hey, Dave, I know we've talked to you about your ill-fated TV show. Have you seen what I
ill-fated?
What I consider to be
ill-fated? How long was yours on? Mine's on 4 years.
Okay, all right.
Ill-fated.
Touche. Well, wouldn't you? Have you seen the Kornheiser show? I mean, not PTI, but the one based on...
I have not seen it. I love Tony Kornheiser. He's a friend of mine.
I love Tony Kornheiser, too. He's almost as funny as you are.
He is a funny man. He's a funny guy.
Boy, that TV show stinks on ice.
Oh, because, it's just, I really think the reason is because it's tough to capture a guy like Tony Kornheiser, and I think perhaps Dave Barry was just a lot easier to capture for the action.
Let me just say that his show, the Tony Kornheiser show, Dave makes your show, the name of yours was Dave's World. Makes yours look like Roots. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how bad. And your ill-fated show was on for 4 years.
4 successful years. Little did we know.
Ill-fated.
He's gonna hold that over your head.
I'm kidding, guy. Oh, and here's a serious question about the book. I am a fan of the illustrations.
Etching.
The etchings. Yeah. Who did? Because look again, they remind me of like when I was a kid.
And I love that. I think it's fantastic.
Who did the illustrations?
Disney put it out to a bunch of illustrators, and they kept running stuff by us. And when the work of this guy Greg Call came across our desk, both Dave and I jumped at the same moment, and he was just sensational. They hired him to do 8 illustrations. He got so into the book, he ended up sending in 18.
Oh, that's great.
So they changed everything and put 18 of them in there.
Cool. They're cool pictures. Yeah,
they're really cool.
That's the only thing that I can now say that I don't know about. Look at it's got Disney on the.
We'll have to look the other way. It's big bucks.
How'd you guys get in bed with Disney?
All the way.
We'll make it right now. Our editor's name is Wendy.
Oh, there you go.
Of course it is.
Will this book become Will it become a theme park ride? This book?
We hope. We hope. And we don't. Well, sure to be ill-fated if it does.
He's going to remember that ill-fated one.
No, Dave had the right comeback. Sure. How long was my TV show on? Oh, that would be never.
Right.
That would be never. All right, guys, great talking to you again, Dave.
Thank you.
And Ridley, really a pleasure to meet you. This book is called Peter and the Starcatchers.
I do look forward to handing my 9-year-old daughter this book.
I bet you she loves it.
I bet you she changes her name to Molly.
Okay, very good. I'll look forward to that.
All right, thanks a lot.
Ridley, I'll try to have someone read me one of your books, and Dave, I'll continue to read you in the newspaper because I understand what you write.
Thanks, guys.
Okay,
take care, fellas. Good luck.
Bye-bye. There you go. The great Dave Barry, and the other guy who everybody is telling me has written a ton of books that I should read.
Both funny men.
So there you go. That's Dave Barry and Ridley Pearson.
That's wonderful.
There you go. That's the book for your girls' month.
Oh, that's great. I'm really looking forward to it.
That Dave Barry, he would be your grade A guest.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Really, what the frig is he doing on this show?
He is so much fun. Promoting.
Dave Barry. Yeah, well,
in case there was any doubt.
It was a rhetorical question. I understand. Okay?
All right.
Phone scans aren't right here, right now. He's promoting. Thank you. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Go to Eidolon Fox, please. Let's clear the lines and do a phone scan. This is where any tard can call. And please do call tards. 877-365-3636 from anywhere in America, from Canada, from Mexico. 800-636-1067. Your calls on the rotating random phone scan. These are unscreened, so get on the line to get on the air. We'll take your calls right after this.
This is the Don and Mike Show. Sacramento, California. Hello.
Larry King, I want to commend you on your choice of suspenders tonight.
It is black.
I know it. That's quality, though.
this money that belongs to the Iraqi people, can they get that back from Saddam? And are we going to get Don and Mike on the Armed Forces radio over and over?
Good question. That's a good question. Nick, Christopher, can they get the money some way to send that money back to the people? He probably took it from them.
The Don and Mike Show.
Let's take a call. Cape, California. Hello.
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
Don Imus. How you doing today? Love your radio show. Can you tell me what happened to Don and Mike in New York City? If they're not on live anymore?
Are they back on? They were taken off for a while. Are they on or out of... Not on the air in New York, Don?
Don and Mike?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether they're on or not. Well,
Don and Mike are on. They're on in Washington, right? Don and Mike.
I think that's where they originated from. Yeah.
Yeah. Las Vegas. Hello.
The comedy stars of the Allen Line One Radio Funhouse, Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Hello. Those tapes are so great. I love them. Oh, Don and Mike?
I think they're on. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, listen, hello.
He probably took it from them.
What, Rafi?
He probably took it from them.
Yeah, it's during the first one.
Yeah.
When he's not on with Imus. When our names come up. When Larry King just loses it.
Totally flush.
Let's hear it one more time. Hold on a second. One more time.
Sacramento, California. Hello.
Larry King, I want to commend you on your choice of suspenders tonight.
Let me just say also, EastCoastBob.com.
Yeah.
Because it's him, Larry King.
Doing a great job. Sneaks in,
Your choice of suspenders.
They're just black. He's good.
They're just black.
I know it. That's quality, though. This money that belongs to the Iraqi people, can they get that back from Saddam? And are we going to get Don and Mike on the Armed Forces radio over and over?
Good question. That's a good question. Nick, Christopher, can they get the money some way to send that money back to the people? He probably took it from them.
Wow. That's so great. It's right there. He cannot think of an answer because he's heard the three words that drive him crazy. Don and Mike.
Yeah, he's thinking about that instead. Yeah. Cool. Flushes him a little bit.
Phone scam. Live calls, on-screen calls, 877-365-3636. Some would say the best part of the show. Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Bueno Arbusto, fellas. Bakersfield checking in.
Hi there.
Hey,
hold on.
Who's checking in?
Bakersfield.
He simply mentioned the town name.
Okay. All right, we all were on our nickname lookout.
Yeah, it wasn't a nickname.
All right, Bakersfield, hi.
Hey, I need to preface this that this is no joke, and Buzz can attest to this via the internet, but going off the American Idol theme a little bit, William Hung has a new album out.
Hey, and it's a Christmas album, right?
Yeah, you know what it's called?
It's a joke. Wait,
hold on.
It's a joke.
No, it's not a joke. I swear it's not a joke.
All right.
It's called Hung for the Holidays.
I don't doubt it, because I did read that William Hung has a deal. All right, thanks.
Hung for the holidays.
Okay, see ya.
Stockings were hung.
Well, for a boy.
A boy.
Took it from them.
A boy. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
That is true.
Hello. Oh, that's a bad sell. Hello.
That's also true.
Hello. Hey, buddy.
Don and Mike Show. Hello. Hi. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. What are we doing here? Hello, Don.
Hey, buddy.
Don.
Wait, you said that already, you moron.
Heard you already. Hi. Listen, you're on the air. Oh, then just hang up. Then just hang up. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello, Don and Mike Radio Show.
Don and Mike.
As I said, some people think this is the best part of the show. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, buddy.
You said Targe should call.
I know, I did.
What can we do for you, sir? Oh, come on. Say
you're
something.
killing us. Hello? Now, listen, I got your number on caller ID. What are you doing here?
Idiot.
What do you want me to call you back and harass you? Go to your low-paying job and tell the people around you that you don't wash your hands before you restock the salt shakers or whatever it is you do?
Jesus.
Come on. For God's sakes. All right, I'll write your number down and just call you back then.
You were patient with him.
Where's area code 717? What city is that?
Anybody know? Anybody? No. Is it Rochester?
I don't know.
Well, let's Harrisburg, PA. Harrisburg, PA.
Let's just make sure it's not a malfunction of the equipment. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Call him, Larry?
See, no, it was a guy.
Yeah.
Rob, call him back up. See if you can get him on the line.
Did you get a name?
ass.
Yes.
Hi.
This is Larry Lightbulb Boy.
Pardon me?
This is Larry Lightbulb Boy from Russell Run Radio.
Now that's basically a nickname.
Right. And he was trying to do a Larry Michael joke,
I
right?
understand.
Hi, Don and Mike show. Hello. Phone scan. Everybody says it's the worst part of the show.
I don't get that.
Everything has changed in the last 3 minutes.
It's totally become the worst part of the show. Because no one is listening. Now you pick up on it.
Hi, listen, you're on the air. Hello.
What's going on, guys?
You called us, my friend.
I got a question. I got a favor for you guys. Need to help me with. Only
Question
you guys,
or a favor? Which?
Only you guys can help me with.
Question or a favor?
A question?
It's a favor.
It's a favor.
You have a favor to ask us?
Yes. What I need you to do is to call someone or turn to someone and...
Okay, all right.
It's going to hurt your nose.
Every day now, Rob, you're a secret admirer.
I like that guy. You got
Me too. I declined that call.
You got the guy back?
Yeah, he'll give you some nonsense story. I'm not buying it.
Okay, anyway, here's the guy who just started the phone scan by not saying anything. We got his number off caller ID. Hello?
Hello there, Don and Mike.
Hello, dude, what was the deal? We had you on the line.
I know that. I set the phone down because I basically just threw the phone down because of the...
What a great accent.
In front of me.
Put the phone down.
I put the phone down
because I what?
Why?
Okay, guys.
Why did you...
What?
Hold on. Now, we took the time and trouble to call you back.
Now, is it an attention deficit that you have, or is it a hearing issue? Is there a delay on the phone, which I don't think there is?
No, there's not.
What? We're just trying to... What?
There's not a delay. No, there's not a delay or anything.
And with certain people on the telephone, what I find is the actual process of the give and take, certain people aren't up to it. Too difficult.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I am doing fine. How are you doing today?
You see, Mike, you can talk to our listeners, but you must talk to them as if they're either from another country.
Right.
Or, again, there's the word.
Tard. Is there anything you wanted in particular, sir? Go.
Yes, there was. I just want to tell you guys, I really do enjoy listening to your radio show. And I also wanted to ask Mike about something.
Yes.
He had said about he was on a diet.
I'm on the Atkins diet, a modified version of the Atkins.
Okay, there was another diet. I don't know. I mean, if this is the same one or not.
I gotta
drink something with.
Do you want to lose 30 pounds immediately? As soon as you hang up the phone, cut your head off.
Amen.
God.
Checking in from the planet Stutopia.
Can't believe we took the time to call that guy back.
That was a wasted dime.
I put the phone down, and I didn't know.
On a Mike show.
You're on a door.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Buenos dias, Radio Gods.
Hi there, you're on the air.
George Lopez.
We're calling from Mexico North, sir.
Canada.
Right. How are you?
Oh, not too bad.
How are you anyway?
I love you guys.
How are you anyway? We love you too. What can we do for you?
Me up. I want to talk to Joe. I want to make Joe laugh. You don't have to put me on the air, but I got a joke.
Great, I won't put you on the air. Hi, Don and Mike show. Hello.
Don and Mike?
Phone scan. Hello there.
Hey, Don and Mike?
Yes, Don and Mike phone scan.
Question for BA.
Come on, is this the thong thing again?
What?
Is this the thong thing again?
Yeah, I haven't checked in a while. I just wanted to know.
No, you've checked in all the time, and it's not you, it's people just like you.
Between B.A.'s thong and that guy with the finger for Rob.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Hey, how you guys doing?
You put those two together, you'd have like that. Hey, you got peanut butter in my chocolate. You got chocolate in my peanut butter. Hey, you got finger in my thong.
Look at that thong.
Hello, yeah, you're on the air. Hi.
Hey, what's going on? Just calling to see if you had any peanut butter and a dog.
Now, you just made that up now because Don just said peanut butter.
I'm sorry. I'm from Bakersfield also, so I'm a little slow on the whole, peanut butter and dog deal.
You know, no one ever asked me if I'm wearing a thong.
That's okay. Nobody will.
Well, thongs kind of bite you in the ass sometimes, if you got extra peanut butter.
This guy's totally screaming. It had no reason for calling.
This is, I don't know. I got to find these people who are telling me this is the best part of the show.
Yeah,
it is the best part. It's the greatest part ever.
Oh, to you. Did you actually have anything you were going to talk about before we
I hung up on it.
Oh, he's gone.
I'll never know. But I'm guessing no.
Move quickly. Leapfrogging from caller to caller. Rapid fire style.
That's right.
Reminiscent of a boogie check, if you will.
Yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike show. I'm sorry, I can't tolerate that today. You got to step up. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hi, Don and Mike. How are you?
Hi there. We're doing great, thank you.
I was reading a very small paper from Northern Kentucky today, and I didn't know if you had heard the latest on our friend Edward Furlong from Terminator 2 fame.
Mm-mm.
Well, apparently he had gotten a little inebriated, broke into a supermarket, and had set a bunch of live lobsters free past 11 o'clock, had gotten apprehended by the local police.
Wow.
I just thought you should know.
You know what? I don't even care.
What a great thing to do if you're going to do vandalism.
I don't even care about that, but I just want to say...
Yes, yes.
Oh, hold on a second. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we finally have a decent call.
A lucid call.
You are the first person on this phone scam that's made even a hair of sense.
Now, who was Edward Furlong in the Terminator 2? Which guy was he?
He was the
kid.
Oh, the little kid.
The kid.
And the kid's a little squirrely like me and many childhood stars are.
Lobster.
And on a phone scan of greater quality, this would be a call where we would say, oh, that's very nice. Thank you. We'd kind of blow you off.
But today,
you know what I mean? Welcome to Diamond City, baby.
Do you think?
Thank you very much.
Do you think Edward was aware of the fact that when he was releasing the lobsters, he was in fact putting them to death because they were out of water?
The police said Eddie smelled of alcohol.
Really?
Not well.
The best lobster story ever.
Careful.
Yeah,
I will be.
Okay.
WBBM FM in Chicago.
I know this one.
Great morning ratings.
Yeah.
Buzz did the news on my morning show. We had a big ratings party at the Palm Restaurant in Chicago. This is like 1983.
Right.
Our general manager got up on a table.
He'd been drinking too.
And relieved himself in the entire gigantic
aquarium.
Aquarium
that they
full of lobsters for the night.
Right.
Like big ones, right?
Yeah.
Like the entire stock of lobsters.
And I mean,
how much was that little episode worth?
I don't know.
Thousands.
But he bought all of them, and I remember he ate one of them afterwards.
Sure.
Sitting there because he said, "Hey, what the hell? I bought it." I mean, he got up on a table, straddled this. Buzz says aquarium, which is the right word. Gigantic, like bigger than a coffin.
He just bombed?
Of course.
And what was the reaction immediately from the people there? I mean, I would imagine they went bananas.
We died because, and his name is Brian Pusilano. He went all the way with it. I mean, as I recall, from my vantage point, I saw him standing on a table and his white ass cheeks. Because, I mean, he dropped trowel all the way.
Wow.
Restaurant management was not pleased, as I recall.
I would imagine not.
Yeah.
No, they had a full house that night. And
people wanted lobster.
Not good.
This isn't drawn butter.
Oh, God.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Sale, pre-buttered.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi there, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air.
Well, today is my birthday, and it has been a very, very bad 6 weeks leading up to this birthday, and I was really hoping that Buzz could give me some birthday wishes and make things better.
You want a sexy birthday greeting from Buzz?
I would love to have a sexy birthday greeting.
I think he's in the mood for that.
I can do that for you. What's your name, baby?
My name is Shannon.
Shannon. Hello. All right, you ready, Buzz?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Buzz.
It's a message to you on this, your special day.
Yuck.
Yeah. You've had a rough go of it, Shannon. But today is your birthday. Yeah. Today is all about you. Yeah. I celebrate your birth and encourage you to party in a way that will make you forget those last 6 weeks. Happy birthday, sexy Shannon.
Ooh, thank you, Buzz.
Yeah, you gave her what she wanted.
You.
That's always like a modified Rick Dees when you do that.
But it's like half Rick Dees, half Barry White.
Yeah.
Like, he takes it seriously. Have you ever noticed Buzz when he does it, he really gets into it?
I want Shannon to enjoy her birthday.
Don and Mike Show. Hello. Hello, you're on the air. Hi.
Hey, I just moved here from Jersey, and I just wanted to tell you guys it was nice to hear you guys again, and Ron and Fez, and Mike.
Yes?
What's with all the Boston fans down here?
What do you mean?
All the Boston Red Sox fans?
Well, they're Boston fans everywhere in the country you go.
That's why they call it Red Sox Nation.
Yeah, I mean, they're all over the place. A lot of stadiums that don't draw really well for their own team have many times more Red Sox fans than the teams that root for the home team.
And you know, you see that in football, too. when I was watching the Packers game on Sunday, I noticed a lot of it was in Indianapolis, and there were sections where there was just hundreds of people in Green Bay clothes, and they said the announcer said, you'll notice a lot of Green Bay fans.
Right.
It's because the Packers have the most rabid fans. So what the Colts did was they said to anybody from Green Bay, if you want to buy a ticket for this game against the Colts, that's fine, but you also have to buy a ticket for our preseason game against the Buffalo Bills. So
fair enough.
So the people from Green Bay, they're not going to drive from Green Bay to Indianapolis to watch the Colts play the Bills.
Right.
But they paid for the ticket so they would have the opportunity to buy the other ticket.
You know who I disavowed Ben Affleck. I don't think he should be a member of the nation, even though he's actually from Boston. But the guy that I welcome with open arms is Mike O'Malley. You know the guy from Yes Dear? The guy's been on this show because they showed him and he you know when you see Ben Affleck and he was one time there at one of the Red Sox games with J-Lo and it was just they were nuzzling and it's like I want to be seen. This guy Mike O'Malley was there and it was so obvious that all he cared about was the game and he was there with either his wife or his girlfriend and just it was one of those games where it was the Red Sox were stinking up the joint against the Yankees and they showed him and he was cheering them on and he had the pain on his face. I wanted to welcome him. He's legitimate all along. Yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, quick question for you guys.
Oh, and hold on. Mike O'Malley, also known as the Rick from the ESPN commercial.
That's right.
Yeah, hi. You're on the air.
Okay, thanks. First one for Mike, then Don, then Buzz. First question, why do I shut the bathroom door when I use the bathroom and I live alone?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Well, you don't. I live alone, and I leave mine open when nobody's in the house.
No reason.
Oh, okay, I thought it was weird.
I'm married, and I leave mine open all the time.
No, I mean, you know what the thing is? But when you're home alone, don't you leave it open when you're home alone and nobody's there?
No, that's the thing about it.
I don't. I'll tell you why.
I thought you said you did.
But
I leave it. I shut the door. Is what I'm saying.
I used to leave the door open, but now the dogs enjoy coming in, and I don't need the dog there while I'm doing that.
In my house, I've taken all the bathroom doors off.
All right, next question. Why do I turn the radio down when I'm looking for a turn? Do I think I'm going to hear the turn coming?
Now, hold on. Now.
These are philosophical.
Are you doing like a George Carlin, Jerry Seinfeld, Bill Cosby thing on me here?
No, I've been one.
I think you are. Goodbye. Take your observational comedy somewhere else, my friend. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Not that last thing wasn't funny, but come on, go to the funny bone.
Right.
Call 555-HA-HA.
See, here you are thinking he was doing the George Carlin thing, and I thought that bathroom door was a perfectly legitimate question.
Called Klondike 5 hee-hee.
Hello, Sarah?
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello?
You're on the air.
Yeah, I'm from Reno. Hey, you guys were talking about the Adam Sandler movie earlier, The Longest Yard.
Yes, sir.
I saw something on it on MTV. It looks dumb. They got Nelly in it, the rapper, to be an actor.
Nelly? Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, remember the first one was always a little bit tongue-in-cheek with Burt Reynolds, and there was a little bit of comedy. This one, they made it look like a gang war movie. Inside the prison, like with different gangs going up against the guards and Adam Sandler, and then they're trying to make him be a dramatic role.
No, don't do that.
And the weird thing was, even that, I saw some of the people that he always puts in the movies, like the guy from The Waterboy with the crooked eyes. They're going to be in it too.
That means Rob Schneider will be in this movie.
Yeah, so you can do it.
Yeah, right. I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to that. I don't think Jerry Reed will be in that. Jerry Reed was only in The Waterboy, but it does give me a great chance. Son! I said when you're hot, you're hot.
Me and Homer Jones and Big John Talent.
And what'd you say?
I said, Judge, old buddy, old pal of mine. I said, when you hot, you hot. He said, thanks a lot.
So good I could do no wrong. And I'm rolling and controlling them all.
Jerry Reed.
And it's good to hand says, when you hot, you hot. I said, yeah. I said, when you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not.
Jerry Reed. Hello there, it's Don and Mike Show. Hello, dumbest show in the world, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
My boy and my boy.
Hi there.
How you doing?
We're doing great.
I just had one quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
Right here. What you do, pussycat?
That goes with the Jerry Reed.
Well done.
Thank you. That's good. Hi there, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, hi there, Don. Hi there, Mike. This is questions for Don. Do you still smoke cigars?
Yeah, of course.
Well, there's a website out for cigar lovers.
No, I don't. No thanks. I feel like I'm walking into a minefield.
Yeah, right.
And besides, my official cigar site is scatlover.com.
Yeah, and the website he was going to give you wasn't for people who were smoking the cigars.
Don and Mike show.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Hi there. Oh, last caller.
Holy crap, you're kidding me.
No, I'm not. Holy crap. Hey, what can we do for you?
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. No
I've
need.
been listening to y'all since I was 11 years old.
Sir? Sir, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Sid, when you're hot, you're hot. I'll tell you what, pal. If you wouldn't wear that black robe, I'd take you out back in this courthouse, and I'd try a little bit of your on the home. You understand that, you hillbilly? Who's gonna collect my welfare? Who's gonna make my Cadillac payment?
Are you on a speakerphone or in a bathroom or something?
I was actually shaving when the phone scan came on.
I see. So you're in the bathroom.
I said, thanks a lot.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
90 days, Jerry. When you hot, you hot. I said, thanks a lot. Anyway, you're the last caller. Why were you calling while you're shaving? What can we do for you?
I've been listening to y'all since I was 11 years old. I love you guys. My first show was an Elvis Death Day show, and I was...
Now, you are nervous. Now, calm down. Take a big, deep breath, and you're among friends. That's right.
What can we do for you?
I just wanted to tell you guys how much I love you. It's been, going on 10 years now, almost 20. It's made me laugh every day.
Well, now make your mind up. You've listened for 11 years, and you said it was 10.
No, I've been listening since I was 11.
Since you were 11 and you've listened for 20, does that mean you're 31?
No, I said going on 20. I mean going on 8 years. I'm 19. I'm 19.
Okay, so you've been listening for 8 years.
You are not hot. And I don't mean that like you're good looking. I mean like...
But you have to say something to him for saying he's listened for that long. Yeah. You got to say thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot! 90 days, Jerry, 90 days!
What can I do for you, sir?
Do you have any kind of age limit at your place up in Manassas?
Yes, it's
Look Around Cafe.
Yes, for drinking, it's 5. That's fair. 5 years old, we have to draw the line somewhere.
Oh, I love you guys.
It's a minimum.
Listen, last caller on the phone scan. Where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Indian Head, Maryland.
Beautiful, and you've got the $20 Tower Records gift card. Tower Records and TowerRecords.com, essential to your collection.
Really frustrates me too when those 5-year-olds don't have picture ID.
I can also mention that Pick the Pros with Rich Eisen, Friday afternoon, we talk football with Rich. It's brought to you by Tower Records, Tower.com. Nobody has a bigger selection of the music and movies you love. Thanks a lot! All right. I said thanks a lot. 90 days, Jerry. Hold on a second. Thanks a lot. When we come back, dear friends, Buzz Burbank takes over.
Oh, wonderful. Is this the controversy?
Yep, this is the follow-up to the Buzz interview in Utah.
Big controversy in Big Water, Utah.
Point, counterpoint, with Buzz right in the middle.
Wonderful.
Sexy Buzz. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the matter? I'll tell you what's the matter. I go out of my way for you. I do everything to try and make you happy. I feed you, I clean you, I dress you, and what thanks do I get? Oh, you bought the wrong paper, Annie. I can't write on this paper, Annie. Well, I'll get your stupid paper, but you just better start showing me a little more appreciation around here, Mr. Man.
The Don and Mike Show. Stay listening. The Don and Mike Show.
Tomorrow on the show, from Accent Hollywood, we'll have Nancy O'Dell on. Talking about whatever's going on. Also tomorrow on the show, the Furniture Guys. We like the Furniture Guys. And we're working on a bit. According to Jim, it's America's favorite television show.
Well, it's because he's a genius.
Jim Belushi. How about according to Jim Source?
That's a wonderful idea.
Now we have something.
I've not even run this past my brother.
You just give him subjects and get his wacky take on it.
Right. According to Jim Source.
Love that.
The debate's coming up. How does Jim feel?
And please to be reminding me tomorrow or someday this week. Frida's been working and I've not been able to get her on the air as much as I wanted to because she told me something a couple of weeks ago. I don't even think I ever mentioned on the air. Something very interesting about sex. So I want to say. I don't want to say anything until she's on to defend or crystallize what she has said.
That is a tease.
Sure is.
Yeah, and really great news for me.
Oh, dear. Okay, that means it's not.
Really great news for me.
Oh, dear.
All of that coming on tomorrow's show, okay? Buzz now.
Yes.
Rob, bring us up to speed before we turn it over to Buzz for his part of the show. Set up what happened the last time on the Buzz Burbank show.
Dateline, Big Water, Utah. We had Mayor Willie Marshall on, and he had been profiled in the Salt Lake Tribune saying about how relaxed and
laid back.
Laid back, that's the word I was looking for. Big Water was. They had a very, very mild fine for marijuana possession.
Less than a parking ticket.
Exactly. Right. That he doesn't even draw a salary as
You're tired today.
I am tired. Your boy is tired.
Hey, but you really performed great in front of those lawyers today, Rob.
Always the best, absolutely. And also that they have polygamy, and no one cares. It's very, very, laid back, as you said. Well, there are concerned citizens who say that's not necessarily the way Big Water is.
But it's more conservative.
Yes, and they want to answer to that.
So they called us
and
to get equal.
And sent us their petition.
To get
very upset.
Yeah. All right. Well, then, having said all of that, it's time now for the Buzz Show. Mike, would you be so kind?
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Westwood One Radio Network, it's the Buzz Burbank Show. The news and issues of the day from a mellow perspective. And now, here's your host and the star of our show, Buzz Burbank.
Thanks, Mike. Today on the show, a couple of guests, Terry Taberry and Debbie Gaither, who describe themselves as concerned citizens of Big Water, Utah. Terry, Debbie, are you on the line with us?
Yes.
Welcome to the show, and thank you for joining us. And I heard through the grapevine that you're a little nervous about your appearance. Please don't be. You're among friends, and it's all going to be fine.
Good.
Okay, good. All right, now the first thing I want to ask you is why are you concerned citizens? What are you concerned about? It sounded like things were pretty laid back in Big Water, Utah. Hello, ladies.
Yeah, we just want to let people know that the majority of our town does not promote these kind of lifestyles, that we mostly have a different set of values.
Now, when you say these kinds of lifestyles, and these are some of the things we talked about when we had Mayor Willie Marshall on the show. First of all, the mayor is gay. Is that a lifestyle that concerns you?
Well, I mean, we're basically, everyone can kind of do what they want as long as it's not affecting everyone else, but it's not something we promote as the image we want our town to have. Polygamy, it is against the law in the state of Utah.
Yes,
so
it is.
When you're advertising polygamist, you are promoting law breaking.
But the polygamy has been around and around Big Water, Utah, long before there was a Mayor Willie, right?
Yes, that's true.
Right, and then what's the other lifestyle concern you have? The marijuana ticket?
Forgive the interruption.
Yes, they're trying to give us, make us look like a bunch of potheads out here, which we are not. We're hardworking citizens, basically straight. It's like we don't need the drug scene out here. We have a beautiful tourist area. We'd like to promote the natural aspect of it and come enjoy our scenery and country out here, but
Buzz, we have a call. Ladies, Buzz,
I'm being told we have a call. Debbie and Terry, let's take the call. Yes, hello, caller.
Yes, hello, is this Buzz?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Hi, I'm calling from this town in Utah.
From Big Water.
Yes, I am. Hi.
Hi.
I want to say my name is Michael Hughes, but you may call me Todd.
All right. Hi, Todd.
Both of these women are not describing our lifestyle.
What do you mean, Todd?
I'm gay. Everyone in our town is gay.
No, that's not what
we all love pot. We love heroin. We love snacks.
I think this may be a prank call. That's not what I'm hearing, caller. I'm hearing, Todd, I'm hearing from Terry and Debbie that doesn't at all represent the lifestyle of Big Water, Utah.
These women don't even live in Utah. Ask them what their area code is.
Okay. Ladies, what's your area code?
Are you for real, you guys?
Well, yes, we are. I'm not sure if the caller is, but
code is
we are.
435. If you will look it up in the phone book, that is definitely Utah. Southern Utah.
435.
Let's turn the tables. What area code are you calling from, Todd?
I'm calling from area code 277.
Oh, well, that's not Big Water.
That's definitely not even Utah.
But that's spelled ass.
Oh, dear. All right. Thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller.
Thanks for calling. I apologize, ladies.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the subject at hand. Now, so what I'm getting from you, what I've read from your printed material, is that you're embarrassed about the publicity you've gotten, from your town or for your town lately.
That's true. Usually the publicity that's coming is coming from the mayor, and every time the publicity comes, it's usually in a negative, what we consider a negative type of publicity.
He seemed like a very nice man when he was on the phone with us, I'm just concerned from an outside perspective. I'm not sure that you necessarily, at least from where I'm set, 2,000 miles away, you have nothing to be embarrassed about.
You have another call from this community, Buzz.
I'm told there's another caller. Go ahead, caller.
Is this Buzz?
Yes.
Buzz, my name's Fred.
Hi, Fred.
I'm calling from Big Water, Utah.
Really?
And I understand there's a bit of debate about the lifestyles.
Yes, there is. In Big Water, Utah.
I'm a polygamist.
Really?
Yeah.
How many wives do you have?
I have 3 currently, and polygamy has been around for quite some time.
Well, that's what I understand.
My question to the ladies would be, why not in their lives? Why not live and let live?
Live and let live. Okay, all right.
I'll
hang up and listen and answer on the air. Very good, thank you, sir. The caller actually has raised a good question. Why not live and let live? Why are you guys so disturbed about the mayor and the other things that are happening in your town and the kind of publicity you've been getting?
Buzz, we do believe in a live and let live.
Mm-hmm.
And we did say so in our letter. We accept everything that we've come to learn about and live with in our town.
Right.
The problem, I think, that a lot of the citizens have here that signed this letter is the fact that
you're going to have another call coming in a minute, Buzz.
Actively promoting.
Wild card.
He's actively promoting.
I just told Rob to have Joe call in.
Well, we've covered gay, we've covered polygamy, and I think that leaves one subject left.
And this is definitely.
Well, I kind of mentioned heroin, but
that's right. Yes, you did.
But whatever Joe wants to do.
When we spoke with the mayor, he was careful with us anyway to make it clear that he wasn't speaking for everybody in the town. That he was merely speaking for himself. I have to tell you, I got a favorable impression of your town from this, and I thought, if anything,
you have more calls coming, Buzz.
If anything to be embarrassed about, maybe the long-standing polygamy problem.
More calls, Buzz.
Another caller. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, Buzz.
Yes.
My name is Paul Gorgie.
Hi, Paul. What can we do for you? What's your question?
These people are upsetting my Republican sensibilities.
Well, how so?
Hold on.
He's doing his pot humor.
Are you okay?
What was I talking about?
I don't know, but you don't sound
my Republican sensibilities.
You don't sound all that Republican, sir.
Buzz?
Yes, caller.
Do these people tan?
Tan?
Tan in tanning booths.
Oh, I don't know. Do you guys have tanning booths in Big Water?
Don't need them.
Don't need them because they're in a sunny climate, caller.
I'm very tan, Buzz.
Huh? Yeah. Okay. You might want to see somebody about that call.
Hang up on him.
It's hard to get a serious call. I apologize, ladies. So you're embarrassed sort of about the mayor's public statements and some of his activities. I understand you say there's no building code, and it's just kind of become a law. The marshal has resigned. It's kind of a lawless town now.
The marshal was fired.
Fired.
Last week.
Yeah. You mentioned some kind of cover-up, possibly?
Yes.
But we're not going to get into that at this point due to circumstances going on.
Okay, well, if the circumstances change, will you get into it?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, we'd love to hear from you, because if there's a scandal, we'd like to know about it.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
And ladies, do you feel that your views have been publicly aired now?
I mean, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No.
That about covers it, then.
Well, what's the best thing about Big Water right now?
I'm sorry.
You're concerned about the way things are in Big Water now. What's good about Big Water right now that you're still happy with?
That we had the display of camaraderie and the citizens banding together to dispute what our mayor is wanting to flaunt, and I applaud our town for coming together like that.
Buzz, I hate to interrupt. You know, we're on in Salt Lake, and the station goes all the way.
This was in the Salt Lake paper.
Yeah, the station goes all the way around Utah. Our Utah lines are being jammed right now.
They're on fire.
We can give you another minute of airtime if your guests can stay.
Can you stick around for one more call?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. All right, we'll give it another shot. Salt Lake City on the line.
Yes.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. What?
Buzz.
Yes.
This is Charlie.
Charlie.
I have a question for the ladies.
All right. Well, go ahead.
Ladies. Hello. Hello, ladies.
Go ahead.
Yes. Do you have any ice cream shops in Big Water?
Is there an ice cream store?
No. Ice cream?
No.
No ice cream store.
Okay. I'm out. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Charlie. Well, I apologize for the callers. You never know what's going to happen on this show. But Terry Taberry and Debbie Gaither, we wish you the best of luck. And again, from a distance, I would encourage you, don't be embarrassed about your town. I think it's going to be okay.
Well, thank you very much, Buzz.
Yeah. Good luck to you both.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Big trouble in Big Water.
Thank you, Buzz.
You've been listening to the Buzz Burbank Show on the Westwood One Radio Network. Brought to you by Normal.
And my Nambla.
Hey.
No, I know it doesn't.
Wow.
One doesn't have nothing to do with the other.
Oh, boy.
I know it. Just the two.
Well, I think we gave them a forum to get their point across.
They were nuts, right?
I don't know. They were just concerned that the town's becoming lawless,
falling apart.
Yeah. Dream world for Buzz.
I didn't know that they fired the marshal last week, Marshal Mathers.
Anyway, very well done, Buzz.
Thank you.
And all of our crazy callers. Spotlight on Slappy Ardinger back there.
A Republican call.
Nipsey Ardinger.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Flip Ardinger.
Flip Ardinger.
Rodney Ardinger. Great comedian with first name. Oh, Buzz time.
Yeah.
First name basis.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
God.
Big Water Buzz.
He made it up.
Have we had enough of you on the show today?
No, it's a lot of pressure being your own lead-in.
Not that, for God's sakes, not that I'm insecure, but the lady calls with I'm having a bad day with Buzz, please say something to me in a sexy voice. And then you know what I get from the back room? Hold on a second. You don't even know during the commercial set.
What happened?
Robbie from the sweatshop, Robbie Gomez, calls, and she says, Joan Lotta, who we gave the 30 pounds of cheese to.
She's upset.
She's upset because you didn't leave her a sexy happy birthday message.
Oh, God, I don't want to leave Joan out.
And then we do the whole bit. It's Buzz doing a bit. Now it's Buzz doing the news.
Yeah, because Lotta wanted you to be sexy for her on their birthday.
In neat time.
In fact, I don't think she's there, Don. I think she left the building crying.
I'll call her at home.
Hello? No, and not even voicemail.
All I needed was the invitation.
Don't those girls maybe she's listening on the way home, Buzz.
Say a little hi to Lotta.
Joan, if you're out there, hey, baby.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
All right, that's enough. Thank you. You're making my flesh crawl.
What's your lead?
Got a present for you.
What's your lead story? Hey, Buzz, what's your lead story?
Today, many of our soldiers have a morale problem even before they report for duty.
All right, everybody.
Stay tuned for news and comments coming up on the Don and Mike Show.
That was very
professional.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show. They are entertaining always. Don and Mike.
Yeah. Don and Mike Show. Don't laugh on the Westwood One Radio Network in Rochester, New York. WHTK. Sacramento, KHTK. How about, I always get this wrong, Mike. Is it Olean or Olean, New York? Olean.
I don't know. That one I don't know.
Olean, New York. Olean. WOEN is the radio station. And in Harrisonburg, Virginia, 95.5 WZXI. It's time for News with Buzz, brought to you by Oh, smoke break. This is good smoke.
This is good smoke.
Smokers break the nasty habit without gaining weight. Smoke break. Revolutionary tablet for smokers. Get it now at fine retailers. Here is highly overexposed.
Yes.
Buzz Burbank. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi.
Some of our most experienced soldiers are not exactly rushing to the front lines of the war in Iraq. Fewer than 2/3 of the former soldiers being reactivated to serve in Iraq have reported on time. Fewer than 2/3. And over 100 didn't report at all. Quoting an Army spokesman, the numbers do not look good. It's so bad, the Army's now threatened some of those soldiers.
Forget it. I'm not going to Iraq.
There's not a chance.
Home.
I was over there last time. It was hot and dangerous. Seeing right where I am.
Get it. I'm a crazy Republican.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. That was Joe doing a sketch.
Joe.
Well, it's gotten so bad, this problem of reactivated soldiers not reporting for duty, the Army's now threatened some of those former soldiers with punishment for desertion. They're being called up as part of the president's backdoor draft, which pulls in reserves and guardsmen to serve alongside people who are currently enlisted. And the Army says it plans to call back into duty another 4,000 reservists over the next year. And there's talk now of offering cash bonuses as an incentive for the reservists to show up.
I don't think they can find enough cash.
No.
A rebate? I mean, what's your life for?
Yeah really.
Radio and TV talker Bill O'Reilly has again shot off his mouth without the facts. To be fair, the conservative in moderate's clothing was just joking about a TV show, not a real issue this time.
You know, the debate is on Thursday night, and we will be discussing that in the coming days.
I want to urge everybody to watch that. I think, especially if you're on the fence,
should be entertaining.
You know, our guy sure better go for the jugular. I mean, he better. You know, I'm reading. There's so much in politics nowadays. It's worn me out. And there's so much analysis. You know, if you believe everything you read, you would think everything's predetermined. I don't buy that for a second.
What I would love is to hear, and I've seen coverage of both Bush sniping at Kerry and Kerry sniping at Bush.
Right.
They're both man enough. They both got the stones to do it when the other one's not there.
Right.
Now, when you get to the debate, what I'd like to see Kerry look right at George Bush and say, and I'm quoting Kerry now, how can you say mission accomplished when the mission's not accomplished?
Right.
And then I'd like Bush to look back at Kerry, which he has said, but not to his face.
Right.
The mission is accomplished, and I go back on that cruiser ship, and I put that flight suit on again and tell those guys. I would like to see each of them say that. And
should be a real show.
And then fisticuffs.
And Bill O'Reilly. So he has his 3-part exclusive interview with Bush for the last 3 nights. He might as well. You know that joke that I used to make about Ahmad Rashad where he would do all of his interviews with Michael Jordan?
Yes, in a condo that he had inside of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's exactly where Bill O'Reilly is with these ridiculous. Come on, you know what it is? It's 3 days of commercials for the debate. It's almost
really?
On
the Fox network?
That's right.
It's almost like a 3-day pep rally.
Not on the Fox News channel.
You must be mistaken. You've misinterpreted something.
You listen to the clip from last night.
All right, German guys, leap over the counter and pound me.
See, this is Bill O'Reilly from last night talking to the president.
I'm gay, so I want, gay marriage so I can do X, Y, and Z. Well, you're right. I see now.
He's crazy, Bill O'Reilly.
You go right ahead and make out in front of my 3-year-old daughter. Go right ahead and do that.
Right, and then he said...
I smoke marijuana every other day.
And then somebody, I don't know, somebody said, listen, it's December, it's 25th, it's like less than 3 months till Christmas.
Right.
Then O'Reilly says...
Have a happy abortion for Christmas.
Oh, it's a fascinating interview.
Yeah, I got to hear that. I'm an incompetent boob. Please, replace me. Oh, please. Follow me and smoke weed, take pills, drop out of school, kill people, and drink. See, I'm surprised he would say that because he shocked the staff at Comedy Central's The Daily Show by referring to its audience as, quote, stoned slackers. Hey, Dick. You're a moron. I'll talk to you later. The Daily Show, knowing Bill was just joking, checked the Nielsen ratings research. And it showed that people who watch Jon Stewart are more likely to have finished 4 years of college than people who watch The O'Reilly Factor. Young girl's dead. I'm responsible. Yeah. Well, there are no statistics on how many are stoned. We're going to see to it that you die. I'm not surprised at that reaction. Quoting O'Reilly's jab, that's scary. You've got stoned slackers watching your dopey show and they can vote. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. A woman has been arrested in the Washington, D.C. suburbs after talking too loudly on her cell phone. Now, before you cheer,
I know, it sounds like a righteous bust. It sounds like a good arrest.
A righteous bust.
Until you hear...
Come on, Spicoli. What is a righteous bust?
Well, let me tell you about the...
Hello! Like that lady's so loud.
I know, there have been times where you've wanted to see loud cell phone talkers arrested.
Hello!
But in this case, the officer handcuffed the pregnant woman, shoved her to the ground, and held her in a cell for 3 hours. And not a cell phone cell.
Well, she got to keep her voice down.
I guess she's learned her lesson, huh?
Yeah, I see fish.
The cops who guard the mass transit system in the seat of freedom, Washington, D.C., have developed a reputation as bullies.
See, that wouldn't happen if she'd just listen.
Their last big bust.
Learn to listen.
Listen to learn.
As they guard us from evil, their last bust involved a young girl eating French fries. That incident also involved a brief imprisonment. Metro Transit officials say the loud-talking woman was using swear words. She says she wasn't, but quoting the chairman of Metro...
Hello?
Quoting Metro's chairman, this isn't Montana.
That's her right there.
That's the official response.
Hello?
This isn't Montana.
This isn't Montana.
No, one lawyer has called the arrest troubling.
Oh, dear.
Idiot. There are tougher transit systems. There's a tougher...
Hello?
Boy, we're playing you tape from the subway system.
Kind of interference. Loud cell phone talkers they are. There are...
Hello?
I'll tell you about a tough transit system, the one in Poland that's making a man who was run over by a train pay for the delays he caused.
Is this a Polak joke?
No, this is a Polish story. Krzysztof Banachek was told by the government he'd have to pay several $100 for those delays, even though the accident paralyzed him for life.
Oh, man.
He couldn't afford to take the government to court over this. They did decide to let him pay the expenses on an installment plan. He's made 3 payments so far.
Remember that videotape we had of the lady getting hit by the train?
Yeah.
I thought of that.
Krzysztof Banachek got hit.
That was that Visions of Death? Or what?
Faces of Death?
Faces of Death.
Hot-selling video.
Nasty. And this lady just walks out in front of a speeding train.
And wasn't it, hold on, didn't we determine it might have been a little girl?
No, it was it was a lady. It wasn't, I don't think it was a little girl. And it was gross.
Well, I don't remember now either, but I do remember we watched it in the office about a million times.
It's disturbing.
Yeah, so disturbing you had to see it again. Just to believe your eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. But it wasn't in Poland, I don't think.
No, it was here, I think. Well, they did. The Polish government did decide to let him pay installments, and he's made 3 payments so far. But now...
That is so stupid.
Now, the government says... don't stereotype. But now the government says it may forgive the rest of his debt now that it's learned his house just burned down.
Oh, no.
Oh, well...
Next time you think your life sucks, think of Krzysztof Banachek.
Yeah, in Poland.
Paralyzed, homeless, penniless.
Polak. Out of ice cubes.
In other cell phone news...
Able to screw in a light bulb.
So many problems.
Sure.
In other cell phone news, hospitals are reportedly thinking about taking down those no cell phone signs. Turns out they don't interfere with the medical equipment after all, according to a new study from the Chicago Healthcare Commission.
Are you kidding?
That ticks me off.
Are you kidding? I can't tell you how many times I've been in even just a regular doctor's office.
Right.
And you go in and they've got that rule.
No cell phone rule. Sometimes that has more to do with rudeness than it does interfering with the medical equipment. Loud talkers and all, but they already allow cell phones at Chicago's Children's Hospital, and those are kids for crying out loud.
Yeah, they got to talk.
The next thing you know, there'll be studies saying cell phones won't make gas pumps explode. Oh, wait, there already is such a study.
Hold on, my cell phone is ready. My cell phone is ready. Hold on a second.
That's Don's cell phone.
Adjust the ring volume.
All right, hold on. Where's my phone?
I think you'd be able to find
Hello?
it.
The first message is...
Hey, Rob, this is Robert the mailman. They were supposed to have some type of skit for me after they come back, but that's beside the point. I got a pitch for you and the fellow.
You guys understand? You know what? Let me just save that message. Let me just
press save. See what the next message is.
There you go. Saved it. That's the sound I get when I save a message.
Follows.
Okay, well, so much for hospitals and for gas pumps. The next thing you know, we'll hear that the phones interfere with an airplane's navigation system. Oh, wait, the jury's still out on that one. Many pilots and experts say, no, it doesn't.
Anybody annoyed by the sound? No one's saying anything.
I like it.
Yeah, right. What sound? Do you think somewhere dogs are going crazy right now?
Warning. Warning, Will Robinson.
Now, is the lady going to come on now? Please hang up and try your call again.
If you'd like to make a call,
yeah, that's what it is.
Please hang up and
Oh, never mind, Buzz. The line's just gone Brando on me.
I don't understand that.
Hello, this is Pablo.
What are you doing, the Pablo Cruz thing?
I can't come to the phone right now because I'm at the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, don't use.
That's for all the oldsters in the audience.
You can't use a cell phone underwater, but apparently you can use them at hospitals, and even though it's against the law, you could safely, apparently, use them near gasoline pumps, according to a study we had recently.
What is the deal with gasoline? I thought they did make the pumps blow up.
Well, no, it doesn't. It never has. It's never happened in recorded history.
Well, then why do they have the signs up?
Because it's the law.
Oh, you're such a hippie.
And as we all know, every law in the books makes sense.
That's true.
And eventually, I think the airplane rule will be scratched. But
yeah,
for now,
rules are rules, and it ticked me off. This lady that was playing her little Game Boy.
Yeah.
When the plane was taking off, and it's a small plane that I was on flying up to Maine, and the lady just kept playing, and it was an old lady, and she was playing, and it was making lots of noises, and they say turn off all portable electronic devices, and you hear this.
Mike, that was her pacemaker.
I probably should.
I smashed it.
I don't think I mentioned which airline it is that I flew down south to see my son this weekend. But when I was coming back, sitting up, it was just the plane had no propellers, but it wasn't a real big full-size.
Yeah, it was a regional jet.
Oh,
right.
It was a jet.
What it was.
So it's okay. It didn't
like a little EMB or a Canadair jet.
Right. The holds about 25 people. So I'm sitting there and I got my headphones on. I'm listening to the iPod thing, and the waitress comes over. There's maybe 5 people on the plane, and she said she made the announcement. She was standing right in front of me with the thing. Please turn off all devices. She comes over. She said, "Hey, sweetie, it's all right. Just put your head against the pillow or something."
Right. Yeah.
Told me.
She's required to make the announcement.
Yeah, but she came over and she was cool and said,
you a pass.
In essence,
like you're listening to a CD player. This lady was playing a little game thing and making all these noises with it. And I took that. I was offended by that.
But the rule that they want to give you that they want you to believe, and that I've always believed, is that if you turn on a cell phone, if you turn on a video game, if
you'll end up in Bangor, Maine.
If you turn on an iPod or something, the plane will go into a tree or something.
Right. Well, a lot of pilots and a lot of experts would disagree with that, but again, the law is the law. It's a good thing people didn't think electricity was deadly when homes were first wired for it. Oh, wait, they did.
And I know a guy that used to work with us who would constantly call the telephone from an airplane. Constantly.
Right. Yes.
I mean, the guy would do it when we were taking off, when we were landing.
Yeah, that's why he's now in prison. Living in the suburbs might put you in a hospital, according to another new study. Researchers writing for the medical journal Public Health say an adult in the suburbs of, say, Atlanta has about the same health profile as someone living in downtown Seattle who's 4 years older. A lack of exercise gets the blame. People who really live in the heart of a city walk more than the rest of us because of suburban sprawl. People in the suburbs.
Did you say Pshaw?
P-S-H-A-W.
Pshaw.
Pshaw.
Suburbanites like us, we spend endless hours in the cars in our commute.
Everybody's lazy, Buzz.
The Rand Corporation study factored in things like age and race, along with the local economy and environmental factors. The study suggests that we rebuild the suburbs into small cities where people don't have to depend so much on cars.
When we were living in New York like every other week, I got pretty fat because there was a lot of food around.
That's right.
I mean, you walk
from one restaurant to another restaurant.
But you also could get, you could get like nail clippers delivered to you if you wanted. You had to leave your apartment.
Help.
The best perk for me in New York was calling the liquor store. And they'd send the boy over with a bottle of vodka. You answer the door. You answer the door. You slip him a 20. 20 minutes later, you're drunk. You never left your house.
Oh, you know what I wanted to say to you, Buzz, and you, Rob, and whoever else was there that night? Remember that night I dragged you all over to my apartment and had you watch Moulin Rouge?
Yeah.
Right after I got separated?
I do remember that.
I wanted to apologize for that.
Don't.
It's a little belated.
I thought it was a special evening.
Okay, thank you, Buzz.
I thought it was sad and tragic.
You gotta watch this.
It was a pity party.
You gotta watch this.
I especially like the part where we all said what parts we'd play if we were in the movie. That was fun.
Any movie's good with alcohol.
Buzz, we're up on a break. What is next?
Coming up, the story of a minivan mom.
Oh, hey, Mike, stay tuned.
Hey, Carl the Idiot.
Be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Gosh, I hate to interrupt. It's all been so incredibly fascinating and entertaining and instructive. Really, the time has just flown by.
The Don and Mike Show. Not yet available on DVD. It's the Don and Mike Show.
Coming soon, all things that is us. DonandMikeWebsite.com.
Yes.
You and me got to get our picture taken next week.
Next week?
Yes,
That's
we do.
the last step. DonandMikeWebsite.com will have the affiliate list, the links to our affiliates, and also every day a downloadable 20 to 30-minute highlights from that day's show.
Very good.
And, oh yes, we'll be whoring stuff.
Yeah, why not?
Good for us.
Yeah, we finally decided to whore ourselves out.
And we'll be wearing it everywhere. And we ought to, you know what? I was thinking we're going to have some cheap stuff. We have a couple of really nice items, too.
Yeah.
Mike, we're not going to have any cheap stuff at all.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, the usual.
It'll be cheaply made,
Right.
but it won't be cheap to buy.
I think we should have at least one satin jacket.
Like that one, you know, we should have the one jacket. Robbie, what was the Super Bowl we tried to get Mike to buy that jacket, and he finally figured out what we were doing?
Yeah, the gaudy one.
New Orleans? I think it was New Orleans.
For years and years, you know, well, one of the perks, first off, we're blessed to have this job. I love radio. I love coming to work with these guys every day. And we get to go to the Super Bowl every year. So for a while, Mike would buy a leather jacket at the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Every year that would have the logo of whatever the Super Bowl logo.
Very cool.
And nothing really over the top,
Right.
gaudy. Well, he's bought one every year for 3 or 4 years. And when we go down to the Super Bowl down in New Orleans,
This one particular year, it had every color in the rainbow.
it had a patch
It was
from almost every team.
It was like purple, you know, it had that kind of purple and gold New Orleans coloring in it. You know.
And I think, Buzz, you were at the Voodoo store. I don't know if
Yeah,
you,
probably.
and I mean that seriously. When we were in New Orleans, Buzz went to a Voodoo store. But Rob and I are working Mike hard on this jacket. Like, he's saying, man, that is good. And look, that is cheap.
That's you.
And finally, you really caught a good look at yourself in the mirror. And
And then I looked back over at you guys grinning and laughing, and I knew I was being set up.
He said, hey, F you.
Right. I went and bought the jumpsuit instead.
Here's Buzz with news and comments. Oh, want to mention tomorrow on the show, Nancy O'Dell. She's calling just to say hello because we'll have her on from Accent Hollywood every day starting Monday. Also tomorrow, the Furniture Guys.
All right.
And they're on some Discovery Channel.
Home Network.
Discovery Home Network.
Good.
That's what they're on.
Excellent.
And our thanks today to Dave Barry for being on the show, and also from American Idol, Diana DeGarmo.
Wonderful.
And now, again, here's Buzz.
What a show. Hi, Don and Mike. There's at least one minivan mom who is not a mother against drunk driving. In fact, she appears to be for it. When she was stopped on I-90 in Billings, Montana Monday, 43-year-old Lori Stratford had been weaving.
I got a hiccup.
She smelled like booze.
I got a hiccup.
She admitted she'd been drinking. Her condition became even more...
Wasn't this woman, was it?
15. Can we lie? Can we fill in 15?
No.
No, all right. Can we, no, all right. No, all right. I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah.
That's a great name of Frida Drunk.
It is.
And it's so funny seeing it on the computer. Drunk Frida.
15. Can we lie? Can we fill in 15? No, all right. Can we, no, all right. No, all right. I don't even remember what it was. No. I got a hiccup.
Still, she's more lucid than the woman in this story who also angrily swung a tennis racket at the officer.
Oh, dear.
And she was convinced she was in Bozeman, not Billings. This disturbed the arresting officer more than usual since there were 2 dogs and 2 children, ages 7 and 9, in that white suburban minivan.
Hey,
dear.
That's very similar to Tracy Goldschlager.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Almost the same thing.
A different kind of saucing.
And I know that we didn't get into the follow-up with that, but I know that the girl from Family Ties, right, Tracy Gold.
No, that's she's from.
Justine Bateman. Growing pains.
Right.
You're grounded. Alan Thicke.
Hey, Mike, you're grounded. Go upstairs for drinking and driving.
Remember, she had the story that she was driving her husband and her kids, drove her car off a cliff in Southern California.
It happens.
Like, one of her kids got, I mean, this is not funny.
No.
Got, like, cracked in the head or something.
No, that's
and said, stop making my eggs all runny.
Yeah.
The
Slimy.
Quit making those slimy, sloppy eggs.
Anyway, they indicted her. They came and arrested her, and she pled. This is a smart move now. She was pulled over, Tracy Gold, after she rolled her family's car, and her kid was hurt and put in the hospital, and her husband was injured and hospitalized. They said, "How do you plead?" And she said, "Not guilty."
Right.
Way to go.
Exactly. Good move.
No, I got hiccups.
The American legal system.
What's the sexiest, speaking of the legal system, what's the sexiest number you're ever going to hear? 551-170-054. It's Martha Stewart's prisoner number.
Maybe.
Try to locate her using the Bureau of Prisons website, and you'll get a message in transit. Yes, Martha Stewart's off to the big house for 5 months for lying about a stock deal. A check of the population at Danbury, Connecticut shows there's room there. And since that was her first choice, that's presumably where she'll be found any day now.
And what type of show do you think it'll be? I read that she signed a deal with Mark Burnett, the guy with the Survivor Apprentice guy, to do a show.
Prison Babes.
It's when she gets out of jail.
Prison Love.
But I think it may be, if it's done the correct way, could be the perfect thing to win her back into America.
I think it's going to be easy for her to get back.
Yeah.
But
especially America loves it when you do your time.
Yeah, of course. We love to build people up, kick them down, and then
see the comeback.
So we can kick them down again.
And imagine if you could watch Martha Stewart as she's getting acclimated back to, well, it won't be everyday life because they were saying part of the charm of the show is that there will be no going out to do location stuff because she's going to be on house arrest.
Wouldn't it be something if she didn't get acclimated, if her reality show was like the Shawshank Redemption?
They're thinking that her reality show will be kind of like Big Brother.
Remember Brooks was here, you know?
Oh,
yeah. Martha was here. She's just hanging.
I'd love to see her do that scene, though, where Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman had to crawl.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would pay to see that. You put that on HBO, I'd watch that.
You mean crawl when he crawls through the sewer line? That's just Tim Robbins that does that.
Oh, is it just Tim Robbins?
Yeah, he crawled through so much filth.
That took a long
time. And then he was a free man and went down to Mexico. And that's where I joined him.
But I would watch a Martha Stewart reality show, which she's signed to do. And also, do you know that while she's in prison, she's not going to get paid, but she's still pulling a salary of something like $900,000 a year? I read in like $500,000 in bonuses and stuff.
And aren't you? I'm like everybody else. I think I'm glad she's doing the time. Yeah, I feel once she does the time, she's done it.
Smartest thing she can do.
Absolutely.
Get it over with. She should have gone in 3 months ago, and she'd be looking at getting out by Christmas time.
I think she would have liked to get it over with. A legendary music producer, Phil Spector, has finally been charged with murder. It's been over a year since a B-movie actress he'd picked up at a bar was found dead in the foyer of his mansion. 40-year-old Lana Clarkson lay in a pool of blood after being shot to death. 64-year-old...
Sorry.
Phil Spector leaned on his lawyer yesterday as the indictment was read.
I probably shot her.
Spector was mostly quiet.
Hey, Mumble.
His lawyer, however, yesterday in court, compared the district attorney to Hitler. Spector is still free. Yeah, there are similarities, aren't there?
There are.
Spector's still free on $1 million bail.
And hey, he's looking crazy as always.
Yeah.
Now he's not.
He's gone.
He's not as crazy looking as Michael Jackson. Okay, but Phil Spector, I saw the tape of him yesterday. Screaming about this with the Nazi stuff and the Hitler stuff. He's got the nutty Jeff Lynne, like ELO, permed out hair.
It's all dyed, right?
Yeah, and he's wearing like a Sergeant Pepper type jacket.
I think that's a wig. I think he's bald.
Oh, really? He's wearing a wig?
I
nice choice.
So, yeah.
O.J. Simpson lawyer Johnny Cochran's getting his head examined. He checked into the hospital yesterday for tests connected to a previously diagnosed neurological condition. His publicist says the hospital stay is just a precaution for the 66-year-old.
Getting his head examined.
Cochran said in April he'd cut back his workload to be treated for the condition, which he and his family are keeping private.
I got a migraine.
And from our Is This Even News department...
Lord.
A British newspaper says it has a new Paris Hilton sex tape.
Oh.
And this one doesn't have Rick Solomon in the lead role.
Oh, that's even better.
Instead, it features former boyfriends Nick Carter and Jason Shaw.
Bring it!
Separately. Carter, a Backstreet Boy, was in the backseat of a car with Paris in one part of the tape. Shaw, a Hilfiger model, was in the other part of the tape, and he was the other man.
Winner!
Wow.
The tape was reportedly stolen from Hilton's Beverly Hills home last month.
I don't think I could ever do that.
Do what?
Be involved with a woman with another guy there.
No, she didn't.
I don't think I could do that.
Tape. No, these are separate separate parts of the tape.
Oh, it wasn't a threesome.
It was separate occasions.
It was not
same
not
camcorder.
two fellas together.
Okay, now I feel better about it.
Yeah, good. In sports, the insanity continues over Barry Bonds' 700th home run ball. Now the guy who caught the ball is being sued by the man who says he caught it first and then it was wrestled away from him in the chaos.
Incidentally, I feel like Mike does, except in the case of Barry Bonds.
You'd make an exception.
I would have sex with my beautiful wife Rita,
and
with Barry Bonds there.
With Barry Bonds there.
Well, that's a big time professional athlete.
Yeah,
that's right.
Hero.
Right. Hit this one out of the park, Barry.
That's terrific.
The guy suing, Tim Murphy, says he secured the ball in the stands by sitting on it. So what couldn't be settled with fisticuffs will now be settled in court. And finally...
Well, that's where this junk belongs anyway, right?
It belongs in the Hall of Fame for everybody to see it.
Because it used to be, I'm just stating the obvious, it used to be you would catch the ball, it's great, you got a souvenir. Maybe if you're down on your luck, you sold it, but more than likely, you went back to the ball player, you gave it to him, and he
gave you like a million different things of memorabilia from him.
He gave you a jersey and a glove, and now you want the ball just so you can sell it.
Right. You know what it should be? You get your picture taken with the ball, and then you get the Barry Bonds jersey, and you go off, and you're happy.
But can't everybody be like me and just not be so preoccupied with money? Jesus Christ!
That's right.
What's wrong with you people?
Be like the team owners.
You materialistic people, you bastards. What's wrong with you?
Finally,
how's your high def TV working?
Oh my God! The resolution is fantastic. It's really beautiful.
I like it since you've had it gold plated.
Rolex says it's time for the kicker.
Yes. We end today's report with a cautionary tale about do-it-yourself dentistry.
Yeah, right.
Oh, dear.
But England's George Dalot is no idiot. He was careful to drink a whole pint of vodka before pulling his rotten British teeth with a rusty pair of pliers.
Hold on, here's an expert on do-it-yourself dentistry.
I'm looking beautiful lady from Chicago.
It'll be a good lesson for Dennis. Besides, this George couldn't get a dentist appointment in Yorkshire. A licensed dentist is so hard to find there. You have to register at the start of the year, and even then there's a waiting list. Quoting George, I couldn't take the pain anymore. By the way, do-it-yourselfers, George says the vodka really didn't help. He had to quit pulling on tooth number 4. I'm Buzz Burbank on the Don and Mike Show.
Thank you, Buzz. That's a good movie. Oh, that's like something from Marathon Man.
Yeah, or Castaway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. We gotta go. Please to be staying tuned for Ron and Fez. Coming up next on WJFK-FM, Live 105, 1010 The Buzz in Tampa. Ask Fez what the hell is going on with that beard. Speaking of Castaway.
Yeah, really.
Tomorrow on the show, as I mentioned, Nancy O'Dell, also the Furniture Guys. And let's see, the name of Dave Barry's book is...
It's Peter and the Starcatchers, and he wrote it with a gentleman by the name of Ridley Pearson.
Go to Amazon.com, or, God forbid, what Dave Barry said, go to an actual store.
Yeah, get out and stretch your legs a little bit.
And thank you, Diana DeGarmo, idleonfox.com. Good day to you, sir.
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 Rob, let's review. Today we had a meeting with the lawyers where we all got yelled at for not signing some stupid waiver that said some stupid thing. And when we went around the room, the lawyer said to each of us, this is just standard Infinity crap. Did you sign it? No. I said, no. Mike said, no. Got to Rob. Did you sign it? Rob said,
probably not.
I don't recall.
No, come on. You know, you didn't sign it.
Proud of him, really.
I can't remember.
No, come on.
I might have signed it.
What I would have
That's it. We got to go. We'll see you tomorrow.
I can't tell.
We will see you tomorrow, everybody.
Pull your teeth.
We'll meet again. This is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Too busy to meet new friends? The WJFK Dateline can change your life. Log on to WJFK.matchlink.com.